Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pack Nasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast. I'm Spicy Brown. I'm sitting here with the sexy Pack Nasty.
Oh, thank you, sir. How are you?
They're fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. This is episode 12, ladies and gentlemen. The last few podcasts we've done, we had some really good guests. We had our boy Joey, and then before that, we had my sister J-Ho. Both of them fucking killed it.
Killed
great
it. It was great.
So this is, I enjoy having guests.
Absolutely.
And then the guests are always great. They bring a new dynamic. Hearing their stories, it's awesome. Yeah, and then having family members on. We've had all our siblings on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's a blast, yeah.
I know my sister tried to embarrass me. It didn't work. It didn't phase me, dude. But some great stories, dude.
Yeah, but Joey's at the recording of this. Joey's podcast isn't out yet, but everybody says that your sister killed it, man. We got a lot of feedback from some people who were texting me and stuff, so that's good. I'm sure Joey will kill because we've got a lot of fucking great stories on that one. So
if you fucks haven't listened to them yet, listen to episodes 10 and 11. We're in the double digits now, you sons of bitches. But check them out. They were great. Both guests brought great gifts. We talked about it in there, and then both of those episodes have our new segment at the end of them. So make sure you listen all the way to the end. The new segment, it's fucking tits.
Yeah, it's good. It's great, man. It's absolutely great, and it's gonna keep going for sure. So
weekly, it's gonna be a weekly new segment. Since it's just me and my man Pack Nasty, we're gonna talk about a few things today, and then we're gonna go back to Q&A because it's been a few podcasts since we've done Q&A.
Yeah, and we have a shit ton of questions because the last time we didn't finish the questions,
right.
And we got some more questions in. So again, keep sending them to nastyandfriends@gmail.com. Some new people, I saw some new names in the inbox, which is great that are sending stuff in. So just keep whatever you're thinking, man. Definitely appreciate everything. So
hell yeah. And then I wanted to say. We're doing this podcast. It's a morning podcast. We're actually, I think we're both sober.
Yeah.
You're sober?
Yeah.
I'm sober too, man. So we're drinking some coffee.
Water.
We had some donuts, some water. Definitely hydrating. Last night was UFC 198, so we ordered that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, we'll set the scene. We're motherfucking BDC Studios, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We got the recording sign on because we're recording like a motherfucker. And then you want to talk about the background?
So since we always play YouTube videos, just on a continuous loop on mute on the TV in the background. It was my turn to pick, so I decided to pick. It was the WWF at the time, but it's WWF Attitude Era Best Moments. So I think it's a playlist of like 81 videos. I think the playlist said. Yeah. So we have that going up, and the reason why I want to do it is because I used to fucking watch it all the time, and I love it, and that's the best era in all of I think the WCW, okay. WWF. And all of it, I absolutely love it. They gave zero fucks. It was a lot of sexual stuff, a lot of cursing. Yeah. It was just great. It's when Stone Cold was at the hype, Shawn Michaels, The Rock, all of them, Mankind, Undertaker, everybody, all my favorites. All right. Like right now, Stone Cold's getting arrested for giving Stunner to McMahon. But the reason why I want to watch it, besides the fact of loving it, I used to watch it all the way up until 5 years ago. I just had to give it up. But I know Monday Night Raw was in town, and on your part-time job, you worked it for medical. So how was it?
Dude, it was fucking great. I was entertained.
And you don't watch it?
No. So for me, for wrestling, when I was younger, I watched it. And it was before you watched it. It was before this era. Yeah. So when I watched it, it was Hulk Hogan. It was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. My main man, Roddy Piper, rest in peace.
Yes.
Ultimate Warrior, those fucks. Andre the Giant. And I watched it then, and then during this era, I didn't really watch it. I haven't watched it since then.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I'd turn it when I had cable. I'd turn it, and I'd watch. If the chicks were on, like the Divas were on, I'd stop and watch it for a little bit. Monday Night Raw or whatever. But I didn't watch it. So every time they come to town, Like, I got to sign up for this event. I want to work it.
Yeah, you have to, and it's a fucking blast. I've personally been to 3 Monday Night Raws, and I've been to a pay-per-view when it was here in town. I think it was a Judgment Day pay-per-view at the time, and there was like a cage match, and I think it was between like Triple H and Randy Orton. Okay. It's a fucking blast, man. I absolutely love it. Even if you don't watch it, if you ever get a chance to go to one of their events, go. Especially like the recording of either Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, which I think is on Friday nights now. But when I watched it, it was just Monday Night Raw. It was 2 hours. It was an hour for a while, and then they moved it to 2 hours. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And then they moved it to 3 hours here recently, I think within the past... I mean, it's when I say recently, it's probably within the past 5 years. And so then I had stopped watching it in that time because for a couple things. One, I just really wasn't getting into it anymore. Two, like 3 hours is a big fucking time commitment every Monday. So I figured I'd start cutting stuff out. And I think we were on AT, and so I had missed 2 weeks. And then I'm like, that's perfect time to cut it off, you know? Like, I'm not going to try to watch 6 hours of it. And it's just a lot of it. I don't know. Like, I don't like how they kept pushing like their app, and it's weird. Like, they started, like, they pushed it like really hard. I just wasn't enjoying it as much anymore, and it's probably because I just got older, you know. So, but it's still fun. Like, I'll still check in on it if I see it, either SmackDown on or Monday night, and I'm not watching anything on TV. I'll tune in just to see who's on it, and you know, see who comes back or who's heel or who's face, you know, at the time, and you know, it's fucking great. Like, so the Attitude Era, you're not going to beat it because, like, DX is my favorite. Like, it's so hard for me to pick, like, a favorite all-time wrestler and stuff. But, like, favorite moments, just fucking... Some of the shit just cracks me up. It's the best soap opera out there, I think. And, like, some people... Like, I never understood the argument, and I think I've said this on the podcast before, but I've never understood the argument of people like, it's fake, you know? Yes, I know it's fake. I don't believe it was ever real. Like, I never once ever had it.
I did, when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like, when I was super young, you know? But, I mean, they actually get hurt, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. My buddy, Justin, rest in peace, he's a huge WWF, WWE fan. And I met him when I worked in Lincoln, and we would get together. We would watch like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and we would like just watch all of that. We'd talk about it because he'd been watching. He's a huge fan. He had actually met Undertaker in real life. Said he was a fucking great guy. You know. But he goes when people always say it's fake, and he's like, it's not fake. It's scripted. Which is so true, and that's a huge difference. Because these guys, I mean, go out there, and in between Monday and Friday, they're doing other smaller shows and shit too. So their bodies go through hell, man. I mean, jumping and stuff. So, I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it, and I'm not trying to advocate for it. But people say it's completely fake. I mean, it is scripted. Yes, that I know. And so, like I said, it was never. Oh, what? Are you serious? Right. So that's how I feel about it. But I mean, yeah, it's corny but I love it. It's fucking multi-million, probably billion-dollar company, you know.
Right. Going to the event switched my mind on WWE. I'm sold on it. Like, it was so fucking entertaining. I think WrestleMania is coming up. Anybody who has tickets,
it's been passed.
Oh fuck!
It was in April.
Fuck! Next year, WrestleMania, you got tickets. Hit us up. We will go. We will be your dates. No, dude. It was. I'm like, I want to work it. I figured it would be kind of entertaining, but I figured the people watching would be amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
And the people watching was amazing. Everybody had their signs. We were making jokes. You know, the trailer parks in this whole area are going to be empty. Everybody's going to be there. But the crowd was the best part of it. Almost people watching at the arena for any event. It's great. Anywhere you can go to anywhere. You can go to a mall and people watch. It's entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something like this is super entertaining. But the level of energy there with the pyrotechnics, with the people, with the performances from these guys, it's crazy, dude. Like, I was so entertained. I went from like not giving a fuck to next time they come in town, I would pay to go to this.
Right, yeah.
That's how entertaining.
It's a blast. I remember the first time we went, my cousin, shout out to you, Carl, he had gotten a bunch of tickets, and he couldn't go because he was in the Army, and he had like drill or something that came up, and he couldn't go, so he gave us the tickets. And it was my dad took myself and my two brothers, and then I think we had a friend that went with us. So and we went, and we didn't tell Vito that we were going because my uncle was up here. He wasn't in the hospital, but he was getting a procedure done for like I think allergies.
Okay.
Or, where they put the fucking pins in your back and shit because he's having trouble like breathing at night and shit. Just see what he was allergic to. So we said we used his ass as an excuse. Like, we're gonna come up to Omaha and see Uncle Frank. And we're like, okay. And then like we drive by the stadium, and Vito's like, "Oh, we need to go. Let's see if we can get tickets." And we're like, "No, we're up here." And then like we park, and they're like, "Hey, we're going." And he's like, we all freaked out. It was fun, but like I said, the energy itself, and that's what really. I mean, I really loved it before that, but then going, is fucking blast. And my dad, I mean, he had fun, but he's just like, next time I'm not going. Like he worked so early in the morning, and it was up here, and we lived like 2 hours away, so. But yeah, like I said, I've been to 3 Monday Night Raws and a pay-per-view, and it's just
so much fun.
Yeah, and like I said, even if you don't know what's going on, you really don't need to know. No. It's just like the energy.
Yeah, I did. And real quick, dude, you're looking really good this morning.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. You too, man.
Your hair's on point. Your fucking beard's just right. Like your eyes, like everything's going on right now. So it's a little bit distracting. But yeah, you're looking good, dude. You're looking really good.
I try. After a long night last night, luckily.
we went hard in the motherfucking paint last night.
Yeah.
So, so at WWE, I'm watching it, and I don't know a lot of the wrestlers. They're new. It's been a while since I've watched. There's names that I've heard, and some people I recognize, but for the most part, I don't know who's who. But I could tell who's popular, who's not, who's the heel because of the way the crowd reacts. And hearing the crowd yell and scream and talk like legit pissed, like knock that off, knock that shit off. And then like the wrestler will take somebody down, like clothesline, and then the guy will be face down on the canvas, and he'll start looking at the crowd, hands up, waving, or people are booing or whatever. And then the guy on the ground starts getting up. Yeah. He doesn't see him, and they're like, "Get up! He's getting up! Behind you! Look behind!" Like screaming. And then there was these two guys behind me and my partner. We're just standing, watching. And there's these two guys behind us, and they're like, "Oh man, oh come on, it's two." Like they're in the pins,
Yeah.
They get closer. It's like 1 second, and 2 seconds, 2.5. You got this. What? Like getting so into it and screaming. And
one of my favorite things to do when watching it is to look at the signs in the back. Yeah. And some of them are fucking great. Some of them, like, people pimp out their social media. One of my favorite signs that I had seen was, how they get, like, so close. And every time they get, like, that half a second away, they pull up. Somebody would hold up a sign that just said 2 7/8. Just like, like people be dressed up as refs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And some of I have a sign, I don't remember, I wish I could remember exactly what it said. I'll see it. I think it's on my phone, see if I can find it. But it said something about, like, my mom makes, like, great lasagna. Or so it's just, like, the weirdest shit. That's one of my favorite things, to see as a crowd, man. Some people are fucking geniuses. Which is kind of like College Game Day. Like, looking at the signs
on College Game Day are great.
Yeah, savage. Bunch of savages out there.
Savages. Don't even get me started, man. It's too... You're making me sad thinking about football season.
Sorry.
Yeah, College Game Day, football season. We'll be here in a few months. We'll enjoy the summer, and then it'll be fucking football time. But yeah, the signs were great. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can't remember any of the good signs, but it was a good time. And then now with the Divas, those girls are gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember girls that hot when I watched it when the WWF when I was a kid. Me and my partner were walking around because we work in the arena. We go everywhere. So we were behind the scene. We were by the dressing rooms, and we saw them filming segments for later on in the show.
Yeah,
that they had the big screen TV. They got pyrotechnics. They got the big stage where the wrestlers walk out. So we were walking by as the Divas were filming a bit, and then they were like talking, and then they started wrestling on this behind the stages. And then Chris Jericho was doing an interview, and it was just cool to be backstage. And
that's awesome. That's awesome. You could see all that behind the scenes stuff. I would love to see that. I mean, it's a fucking blast. Did you catch yourself yelling? Like, no. when you're like, I was behind you, you're just like, oh, fuck.
No. I would have been yelling. But, like, when I work events.
Oh, yeah, you got to be professional.
I'm working,
yeah,
so I don't.
Because I bet you would come up with some great shit, too. Yeah.
I would, dude. I even, unless there's some times where I'm like, fuck this. This is, like, I worked the Husker volleyball championship game between Nebraska and Texas. And it was a championship game for college volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
My first ever college volleyball game to see the Huskers.
Oh, really?
And it was the championship game. They won the fucking NCAA championship game. So during that, I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, yes, go. I'm like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm not even at work. But most of the time, I try to keep it
keep it
like I'm
refreshing.
working there. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan or whatever. But for this, I'm smiling. I'm watching this, and I'm just like, this is fucking awesome. Like it was great. It was great. So I'm sold. Again, next year, WrestleMania. Invite me, your boy Pac Nasty. Wherever the fuck WrestleMania is next year, we're going.
Yeah, I don't remember because, like I said, I don't keep up on it. I love my favorite pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble. I absolutely love the Royal Rumble. It's the one where they got to take out people over the top rope and both feet have to hit, and it's just like kind of cool because both feet have to touch. So sometimes one will touch, sometimes they'll jump over onto the barrier and shit like that. It's my all-time favorite.
Do they still do the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, they still because it's the last no, it's not the last pay-per-view, but it's whoever wins the Royal Rumble match is in the main event for WrestleMania.
Okay.
So so I didn't watch it this year. Yeah. This year and last year were the first year because even when I stopped watching it, I still would always just buy the Royal Rumble. Just I wouldn't know what's going on just to watch that match itself alone. Yeah, I love it. So I might have to just start doing that. We should do that one time. Do like a get the Royal Rumble like this upcoming year, and then record during the final match, during the Royal Rumble match, and just record. We could do commentary on it, and not because we wouldn't know like who's going. And, like I don't know because I would like want the sound on, and it would pick it up, and I don't know like copyright laws, shit like that, how that would work. But that would be fucking fun as shit.
That'd be a blast, man. That'd be fucking great.
But absolutely, so
we were in a few months ago. It was drill weekend. We were in Des Moines, and we went to this bar. I want to say it was called like Up Down or something like that. But it was a video game bar. It was an arcade. And it was this huge bar downstairs in this basement, and it's just video games, all the old school video games. I know they got one of those in Lincoln. I know they got the Beercade here. But this one, it was huge. They had all the old school games. They had the big Jenga blocks. And on the TV, the posters on the wall were all like 80s and 90s stuff.
Okay.
So like they had posters of like Die Hard, like all those old movies. And then on the TV, they were showing, they had different TVs throughout the different bars and different TVs throughout this bar. And they had either, what the fuck is that? American Gladiators on, or they had old school like WWF WrestleManias and Royal Rumbles on. And
that's awesome.
Like we were playing games and drinking and hanging out, and I was watching fucking American Gladiator, and I was watching some old school WrestleManias. It was fun, man.
That's what I love.
Nostalgic.
You know? Absolutely. That's what I love about it, because at some point in time, I think most people had watched, wrestling, had watched the WWF or the WWE. Like I said, at some point, either in their childhood or like, a little bit growing up. And so it's funny. And I know Mikey and I, we had bought, we have like a replica of the tag team belts.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were talking about this last night.
It's not like the new belts that they have now, but it's like the old one, like when they were the Monday Night Raw and the red. Okay. And we got like little name plates that we just got engraved with our names and shit. And it's fun. Like mine, I don't have it out now, but at the house, I'm going to get it out and like, post it up and put it up. So dude, it's fucking great. I mean, like I said, it's a replica, so it's not like real leather, but I mean, it's the thing. It goes around, and I'm a big dude, and I can even like wear it. Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely like I would say 5 pounds or more. Okay, I feel, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. So we went to an event. Obviously, you have to take them. Right. So, we walk in there. It's like, I'm like 5'8", like way overweight. So it's like great, when I walk. But we went with some friends and we went to this bar to eat before. And we just took our belts. And I'm like, I ain't leaving these in the car. No. And it was pretty cool because like this dad, he had his kids and they were like pointing and stuff. Yeah. And the dad came up and he's like, hey, would you, do you care if our kids take a picture with the belts? Because obviously they know we're not like wrestlers or whatever, but we're like, oh yeah, no. So like we like put them on like the little kids, and they're like, oh, this is cool. So it's pretty sweet to have. And he found them online. It wasn't that much. I want to say it was like less than $200, which I mean I know is kind of expensive, but I mean I'll have it forever. It'll be hanging up in my house, and the fact that my twin brother has one is pretty fucking sweet. So
did anybody challenge you and your brother?
No, my roommates try to all the time. Like when he would come up and party with us, like we're gonna wrestle you. I was like, no, because then you would beat us because I'm like out of shape. Like I ain't losing.
I'm not losing this fucking belt, man. What are you gonna put up? What's on the line for me?
Right?
Like,
yeah.
You got nothing to lose, man. I'm not losing this belt.
Your pink slips for your car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right idea, man. Get the belt, retire. Retire on top. Don't pull a Brett Favre. Don't pull a Michael Jordan. Jesus Christ,
Keep
GSP, don't
back.
come back. Retire as a champion.
Yeah.
Good idea, Pat.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Bought the belts, shipped in, picked it up, put it on, retired.
Smart.
Going out on top,
Yeah,
bitches.
absolutely.
With a record of 0-0. No, it's fucking great. So, yeah, I absolutely love it, and I can watch, and you could, because they have their own network now. You can buy it for like $10 a month, and if you buy it, you get every pay-per-view for free.
Oh, no shit.
So that's what we could do.
Yeah.
Is because if you sign up, you usually get the first month free. So we could sign up and get the first one, and we wouldn't even have to pay for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so like that would be fun.
I'm in.
And they get it. They show all old matches and stuff like that. So it's fun. I would definitely on the bucket list. I would love to go to a WrestleMania.
Yes.
They're so fucking expensive,
I
but I would
bet.
go just to say I've been to one. You know,
They were showing highlights of, I don't know, one of the last few years. I think they said the next one was going to be in like Orlando, but before that it was in New York at the wherever the Giants play. I can't think of the name of the stadium right now. It's early. I always make excuses. Either we're faded or it's early. I can't.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just can't remember shit off the spot sometimes, you know. But yeah, they were showing highlights of that in the concerts. There's rappers there.
And they
It
do
looks
great,
insane.
man. Like John Cena, he's like
John Cena.
he's done the most Make-A-Wishes out of anybody.
That's awesome.
Of like all time. So like he's great. He's great with kids, you know. Like The Rock, even though he's not in it, he still comes back. Like he was back at this last WrestleMania. He makes time for kids. Like their outreach is really good, you know. And so I saw a video the other day that this kid was holding up sign that said like I beat cancer, and I think it was either in between commercials or it was like right after Monday Night Raw aired. John Cena went out and brought the kid out from the crowd and took him inside the ring, like gave him his belt, and they like did like some
that's
stuff,
fucking
and
awesome.
the crowd was going crazy. So
awesome.
like they do shit like that all the time, and that's fucking great,
Yeah.
you know, when you can do that. So
Yeah, that's incredible.
I would never want to work for the company. I always used to say like I would love to be in the WWE, but it's fucking. I mean, Vince McMahon's a businessman. I hear he's like an asshole in real life.
Really?
Like that whole thing with Bret the Hitman Hart. I mean, he really fucked him.
Oh, really?
You know, it's stuff like when he lost
sex?
the belt. No, probably too, but. No, that's why Hitman left forever, because when Shawn Michaels beat him, he wasn't supposed to beat him.
No shit.
But they had him do it,
Yeah.
and that's why he really spit on him. Like that part was actually none of that was scripted. Like
Really?
so that's when he fucking left. So I hear he's an asshole, but I mean he's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That son of a bitch.
do what you got to do. But no, it's fucking blast. You know, Stone Cold, he still comes back, not to wrestle, but he'll do appearances. He has his own podcast that he does. I can't remember what it's called, but he'll interview like wrestlers and stuff. So
right.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, real quick, fuck Vince McMahon. The Rock, we brought him up. It's not too late to run for 2016, man. Run as an independent. You got our vote. If you want a fucking VP, hit up my man, Pac Nasty. His background is a little cleaner than mine, probably. I don't know if you want to run me. They run a background on me. It's not going to be good. Like, they'll find out some shit. Pac Nasty's your running me, for sure. And then John Cena in Trainwreck, he's great. He's good at whatever. I mean, he's good at. It seems like he's one of those guys. He's good at whatever he does.
Right.
And being a good person on top of that.
Right.
That's fucking great, man. Have you watched that documentary? It's on Netflix about the Iron Sheik.
No, I have not.
Oh Jesus, dude, it is so good.
Is it?
It's so good.
Do you remember what it's called?
No. But
Okay.
if you Google Iron Sheik documentary, it'll come up, and then, or even if you Netflix search
Right.
Iron Sheik, it goes into the history of the Iron Sheik coming from Iran and being a real wrestler there.
Yeah.
A really good wrestler. One of his buddies died, or another guy got killed. Because
Spoiler alert.
Because of the politics in Iran. So he came here, and then it talks about the WWF, and then how he was a heel, but people also liked him. And then with the Iran controversy, the former champ wanted to lose to a real wrestler. So
Yeah.
it's like because Iron Sheik said he could have beat anybody in the wrestling, for real.
Oh yeah.
So then the champ lost to Iron Sheik, and then Hulk Hogan ended up beating him and then blowing up. But he talks about some of the old school shit, like it was him and I want to say Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Jim Duggan.
And they were about to do a show. They got arrested for, I think, DUI and like cocaine or something.
Jesus.
And so the story came out, and everybody was like, what the fuck? What do you mean they were hanging out before the fight? They were hanging out? What were they even doing together?
Right.
They were drinking together? Like, and like people flip the fuck out because they're like, this doesn't make any sense.
Right.
The news has to be, so that whole deal. But then, and I don't want to give away too much, but it goes into his like history a few years ago, and he's bad off, man. It shows him like smoking crack and fucking fucked up with his family, and then I'm like, this is a terrible documentary. This is dark, and then it gets way better, and it goes to present time. Check it out.
I'll have to add it to my list.
It's I think I watched it maybe last year. It was one of the best documentaries I saw last year.
Dude.
So that's how good it was. And if you like wrestling, watch it. Do it.
Yeah. No, that sounds
It's
great.
really, really well done.
Fun fact for you listeners: Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the first Royal Rumble winner.
Write that shit down, you bitches.
Fact check it. It could be way wrong, but I'm almost sure.
I believe you.
You know how we
fact check them. I believe you, dude.
We run with loose facts around here on everything. Everything we say is suspect at best.
At best, yeah. It's early, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get our bearings. We're trying to get our wits about us still,
There you go.
We should maybe pour a drink.
Just to take the edge off.
Just to take the edge off. Because we like I said, we went hard in the paint last night. We recorded a couple podcasts.
Yeah.
And we watched some motherfucking UFC 198.
Yes.
So I think we should talk about that a little bit because there's a new heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
When this comes out, it's going to be a couple weeks after UFC 198. So
we're
not even giving any spoiler alerts.
The
if you
UFC
don't know,
199 might air or be airing that day or so. We don't know when it's going to come out, but
yeah, I believe UFC 199 is like June 4th, June 5th.
Yeah.
That'll be right around the time this episode drops.
Yeah.
So that's a good stacked fight card too. That should be really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last night, the main event, Fabricio Verdun and Stipe Miocic.
Yeah,
I don't know if I said that right. Motherfucker sounds crazy. He's from Ohio. A lot of people didn't think he was going to win it. He's an underdog. They're fighting in Brazil. Stipe fucking won.
Oh, it's fucking
knocked
great.
him the fuck out in the first round. So Stipe Miocic, the American, is the new heavyweight champion of the UFC. So that's a big deal.
Which we were saying, and I don't remember what the commentators were saying, but when the champ was coming out, he was smiling, looked like
he was really loose.
Which is, I mean, I guess is good. I don't know how I would be, but I just felt like he wasn't as focused as like what other wrestlers. And I'm not saying that's why he lost. I mean, he just fucking got. It was a great fucking. Was it a right jab to the jaw that fucking won?
I think it was a right hook.
Right hook.
Caught him right on the button and
yeah. So I mean that's not wrong at all.
No.
So I'm not taking anything away from that, but I just seemed like his focus like messed around. That's how some people I guess are, but I don't ever remember seeing that in the UFC really.
Yeah. Most of the time they're pretty focused. I was watching a fight night from a couple months ago with Cub Swanson in there, and he looked like a fucking pit bull. Just looked so intense, so crazy, so fucking ready. And yeah, I guess I think it's better to be more loose than tight. And Fabricio looked really loose, but yeah, maybe he wasn't focused. Maybe, I mean, he's in his hometown. I would think that'd be more pressure on you.
Yeah.
But maybe he was enjoying the moment too much and not focused.
But then again, if he would have won, we wouldn't have been talking about it.
No,
You know, we'd have been
yeah.
like, oh, he was having
He was
fun.
loose. Yeah,
he was loose.
He was right. Yeah. So yeah.
So it's just because of how it, ended up. But I'm just
Right.
those weird faces that and I think that's his thing. But
Maybe.
still,
And then on top of that, I don't think no matter how loose or tight you are or ready or focused or not, you get hit like that by somebody like Stipe Miocic, you're going to sleep.
oh,
That's just
absolutely,
happening.
fucking
That's
right,
happening.
yeah, right on the jaw and boom. And he was down for a while.
Oh yeah, he was out. He woke up. He didn't know what happened. And that's hitting a fucking savage like Fabricio. He hits one of us like that, we're dead.
Oh yeah, easily. And the best, like he was backing up on his heels,
Right.
like
he was backing up when he threw that right.
Yeah.
Fucking power.
boom,
That's power.
knocked it. And then
That's power.
one of my favorite things was Bill Burr had tweeted. Shouts out to Bill Burr.
Yeah.
He had tweeted says Cleveland finally has a world champion.
That's great, man. And then the Michael Jordan memes.
Yeah.
With Fabricio Verdun with the crying face. Dead.
Oh yeah, it was
Jesus.
good. So it was great. Which is, I mean, we were going for him anyway since he's American. You know,
Yes.
it's always great. Then America can go into a different country and fuck shit up like that. So, but another fight which kind of sucks because she won. She's from Brazil and the American lost. But the Cyborg's premiere.
Yeah, man.
In the UFC. So
Chris Cyborg's debut in the UFC, and she fought Leslie Smith. Chris Cyborg's from Brazil. Leslie Smith's from America, and I want to say they weighed in around 139.
I
So
think they
it was
both weighed in exactly at 139, so it was a catch weight.
catch weight, and I like everybody who follows the sport. Chris Cyborg is one of the most dangerous women on the planet.
Absolutely.
So I was excited to see her USA debut.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I was going for the American. I was going for Leslie Smith
100%.
all day, nigga.
100%.
But it was a fucking beating. Chris Cyborg looked like a fucking savage, dude.
Yeah.
She was throwing so much heat. She was throwing so hard.
like-
Like it was so accurate. Like, she's pinpoint.
You could like the way
Jesus
she was
Christ.
fucking striking, man. It looked.
It was frightening, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like what the match before. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she's massive, dude. I would not fuck with her. I mean, I would fuck with anybody in the UFC, no matter
Right.
what level they are. But yeah, I mean, it was. She fucking looked awesome. I know Leslie Smith was yelling that she could have kept going.
Yeah.
No, I think it was a great call that the ref.
Yeah, she might have kept going a little bit. She wasn't gonna win. I mean, she was down. She was in a bad position, and she was taking some damage. And again, the ref in there, they're watching out for people's health and safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to see anybody.
I think it was a good call. I don't think
probably a
she
good call.
stopped it early at all.
Right? Yeah. Well, speaking about that, you said you don't want to fight anybody in the UFC. Usually for the women fighters, I'm like, I could beat her. And I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast or not.
I don't think so.
Any of the strawweight fighters, 115, I'm beating them. It's just that's what's going down. If they fight at 150, I don't care. The champ, Johanna Jacek,
Yeah,
she weighs she fights at 115. Maybe she walks around at 130. Maybe
Right.
she walks around at 135. I'm 100 pounds more than that. You got a problem with that, Johanna? Hit me up. We will fight. We could fight in BDC studios. We could fight in my backyard. We could fight in the octagon. Bring it. With that kind of weight advantage, she might try to armbar me or some shit. I'm picking her up and I'm slamming her on her head, and then I'll sit on her face. Not like sexual. Not sexual. Not like that.
That's called a teabag.
I'll teabag her, and then it's not going to happen. In some cases, I'll fight 215 pounders and win. When you go up to 135, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if that's going to happen.
Right.
I think of like Ronda, and I'm like, yeah, she fights at 135. She's walking around at 150, and she trains 8 hours a day on boxing, striking, submissions, and Muay Thai. And I'm like, I don't train at all. I do fuck around with some MMA, and I was talking about that, and I'm gonna do some shit later. I'm gonna work on some grappling, and I'm working on some striking with the pads, but nothing like a fighter. And I don't have a trainer. My training consists of watching UFC and YouTube videos and just fucking around. So I would fight Ronda Rousey, but I would not put money on me. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get up to like somebody like Chris Cyborg, who's even heavier, she usually fights at 145. She probably walks around at a good 160, and she's watching her last night. I don't want any part of that.
No.
Plus,
it's hard to fight with the boner, I would think.
Yeah,
so
right.
I mean,
That's-
you got that disadvantage.
Yeah, you just get that hit. Like, no,
Yeah, she fakes up top and just boom, punch the head of
Right.
your dick. Wham!
I'm down tapping.
She could probably punch your dick through your asshole.
Yeah, Spicy Brown taps from striking. He taps from striking. Fuck. But no, Chris Cyborg. I imagine she'll fight one time, maybe two more time, and she's gonna get a chance at the belt if she could get down to 135. And we talked about this last night. Like, she doesn't look. Like, we were like, fuck what? Maybe if she cuts a foot off or something, maybe. I don't know how much more weight she could lose. She's a big girl.
Yeah.
So if she got down to 139, it might be tough for her to get down to 145 usually. I don't really
135,
know.
you mean?
Well, she usually fights at 145.
Okay.
In Invicta. It might be hard for her to get to that weight.
Oh, okay. So then to lose an extra 10.
To lose the next, she lost. I mean, she got down to 139.
No,
and that might have
probably
been
a stretch.
That
yeah.
might have been a real struggle, because I know before she wanted a shot at Rousey.
Yeah.
And she's like, meet me at 140 or whatever. And Rousey's like, bitch, I got the belt. You want to fight me? Come down to 135. Stop doing steroids. Whatever the banter was back and forth.
Right.
I think it's a struggle for her to get down that much. But if she does another fight, maybe two, whatever, she's gonna get a chance at. And the 135 bantamweight right now is Misha Tate, Cupcake. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Dude, she was, have you heard, because you said Cupcake, but have you listened to her on the Joe Rogan podcast?
No. Candace did, and she was telling me about it. And
Dude, it's fucking great, man. And I know there's some people out there that don't like the UFC, but she doesn't talk. They don't really talk a lot about the UFC. I mean, there's bits and parts, because like I said, I'll listen to like his podcast, and he'll have some fighters on when they really start start getting into the UFC, like I'll fast forward it or I'll stop listening just because I don't know a lot about it and it just doesn't interest me that much.
Right.
But I listened to the whole thing, man. It's fucking great. Like to hear her like mindset. She kind of talks shit on Rousey.
Oh
so,
shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Rousey deserves it. She treated Misha poorly.
Yeah. So it was good, man. It was fucking great. You got to hear a lot about like how she like grew up and why she's the way she is. And
Where's she from? I can't remember.
I knew you were gonna ask that. I don't
She's
remember.
from New York.
I don't remember, man. I know she currently lives in Vegas.
Okay, I was
but
gonna
I
say
can't
she lives in
remember.
Vegas. Her and Brian Caraway, right?
Yeah.
She might be from Vegas. I can't remember, but yeah, Candace was telling me about it, and then she's like, she's actually selling cupcakes, and I was like, the fuck,
Yeah.
Misha Tate, I've been a fan,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, so hold on a second. I'm like, you've been listening to other podcasts?
Oh yeah.
And she's like, yeah. I said, well, I feel like you're kind of cheating on me. Like, I can't believe this. And she's like, listen, she's like, Nasty and Friends podcast is my favorite podcast, and I support you guys. And I said, you know what? That's what's up.
That's all right. That's all right. I
You
guess.
can listen. I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast too.
Right.
So I am going to listen to that because she told me about it. Now you told me about it, and she's interesting. She's awesome. And I know what you mean about sometimes I like to hear about training regimens and other stuff. For the most part, it's fun to hear about other shit.
Right.
And most fighters that are on there, they end up talking about more than just fighting and training. So yeah, the women's adding women to the UFC is for me one of the best parts of.
They're some of the best fights, man. I love it.
Hard,
they fucking go out. I love it. I'm so glad that they decided to do it.
Me too. You rarely see like a poor, a shitty fight between women. I did watch the UFC Fight Night from back in March. I think it was the night me and Candace went to the pub crawl, and it was so it was like March. It was St. Patty's Day around there, but so we watched the fights from there, and Tisha Torres fought Thug Rose, and that was kind of boring because they're so evenly matched, and it went to a decision. It was a good fight, but they're both so good and so even that it just wasn't super exciting. They're pretty technical. But all the women fights, they're fucking good.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, because we were talking about UFC 199, but Misha Tate fights. Is it? I can't think of her first name. Is it Amber Nunes?
Oh yeah,
Is that right?
Amanda Nunes.
Or Amanda?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I watched her in the laugh on UFC 197.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a good fight, man.
Yeah, dude. I think so too.
You do not want to fucking sleep on her at all.
No.
So, but I think Misha Tate will be the favorite in it for sure.
Yeah,
but
so.
It's gonna be a great fucking fight.
Absolutely.
So
There's so many good fighters in there, and they want their shot at the title. And Holly Holm's gonna want a rematch, and Ronda
That
Rousey's
card-
want to get back into it.
and like I said, I don't know UFC a lot, so again, take everything that I say with a grain of salt.
Hey, me too.
It'd be different if like Rob Long was here, where he knows a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. But UFC 199 might have a better card than UFC 200.
Yes.
Like those are going to be, they're both killer, like back-to-back pay-per-views.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, they're a lot of good fights coming up. And then there's the season Ultimate Fighter going on right now with the strawweight champ, Johanna Jacek, and Claudia, can't think of her last name right now, from Brazil. Same training camp as Josie Aldo. But they don't like each other. They're going to be banging for the 115 belt. That'll be entertaining.
Like scissoring?
Hopefully. Hopefully. But that should be good. But a lot of good fights. Taking it back to last night, another good fight. Zachary Souza fought Vitor Belfort.
Oh, yeah.
The Phenom. Zachary put a beating on him.
Oh, bad.
Got a knockout and performance of the night in the first round with like 23 seconds left, or was it 23 seconds in?
It wasn't 23 seconds in.
Okay, yeah, it was at the end of the first round.
Yeah.
And the Phenom, he's a legend. He's a UFC legend.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
just doesn't have what he used to have, And I don't know if that's performance enhanced, the PEDs, or if that's just him getting older. And then he fought Zachary, who's a fucking savage. But that was a good fight. But yeah, the Phenom, I don't think he had a chance.
Absolutely.
Had a chance. Mauricio Shogun Rua and Corey Anderson. We were going for the American there.
Yeah.
Went 3 rounds, went to a decision, and it went to Shogun, which I didn't agree with that decision.
Right.
You remember that? He had those,
Yeah, I thought because it was at the end of the first and second round.
Yes.
I thought he was gonna fucking knock Smith out.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I think it could have gone either way. Like again,
close.
I know how they score UFC.
Yeah.
I think it's a little weird, but I don't know. Like I just know the basis of it. So for me, I thought it could have gone either way. So I don't think it was a bad call at all.
No,
by any
no.
means.
Yeah, I would have went the other way, but again, I'm not neither of us are.
They haven't
judges.
called us up to judge.
Yeah, they
yet,
haven't called us
so-
up to judge yet, which we're waiting. We got the phone, we're waiting. But yeah, so good fights and more good fights coming. On the prelims, Damian Maia fought Matt Brown. I was definitely going for Matt Brown. Damian Maia has just been incredible lately.
Right.
His jiu-jitsu game's always on point now. His striking's better, and he's getting older. He's been around for a while, and it seems like he's fighting better now than he's been fighting for the last few years. Matt Brown, I didn't see this, but during the weigh-in, I guess he flipped off the crowd in Brazil.
Jesus.
So Dana White tweeted or Instagram and said, "Hey, I'm excited. I'm not excited about Matt Brown flicking off the crowd in Brazil. It's not smart, Matt. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's not smart." But he said he was excited to see the fight. I was excited to see the fight. I was hoping for a different outcome, but fuck it, man. You do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to fucking do. But that's about it. There were some other fights on there. Yeah, UFC 199, UFC 199, and UFC 200 is coming up. I'm excited.
Yeah.
to watch both of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Both of them.
Yeah, like I said, I know you talked about. I wish Anderson Silva and Uriah Hall fought. That'd have been a fucking great fight. Like I was looking forward to that.
Me too.
So, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, hopefully they fight again soon. Yeah, Silva pulled out. He had stomach pain, something about his gallbladder. He might have had surgery. So I don't know if they'll reschedule that. We'll see what happens. But that was one of the bigger fights that I wanted to watch for this event. But yeah, a couple days prior, Silva had to pull out, and I think that was too short notice to get a replacement.
Oh yeah, especially in Brazil.
Brazil, you got to worry about this. Like we were talking last night, you got to get your fucking. You got to worry about the Zika virus, you know.
Right.
You got to worry about. You probably got to have your malaria shots and all that shit. Brazil, I'm not going.
They don't fuck around there.
No, they don't fuck around there at all, man. So, it came up. We were talking about this. People were guessing what BDC Studios is all about.
Okay. Oh yeah. Because nobody knows. We get a lot of suggestions. We're not going to tell you what it stands for at this point in time. People do know, but we want to know what you guys think it is. So tweet it at us or send it to us what you think BDC Studio stands for. Again, obviously, if you know, don't send that in. You bunch of fucks. Don't be spoiling it for other people.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think eventually maybe Podcast 100 we might reveal.
Right, maybe.
So we will put that in the bank. We'll think about it.
Think about it. But yeah, obviously BDC Studios is a inside thing. Has to do with the military. Our military unit has to do with the 245. We're definitely not. People know what it is, of course, that are in the know. But other than that, we're not gonna. You guys can speculate about it or not give a fuck about it. It doesn't matter. But if you have a good guess, you might know what it is. Hit us up. If you send us an email and you're right, we'll probably tell you like, hey, that's it. Just keep that shit on the low.
Right.
Son of a bitches.
$10. Half the people haven't even thought about it. Been like, no, I just assumed it was just BDC Studios.
Yeah, see, when you bought it, like that was the name of it. When you started renting it, whatever. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Before we get to Q&A, I wanted to talk about. So a few podcasts ago, I told us a fight story, which is pretty fun to tell.
Yeah.
I did go back and listen to it.
It's getting a lot of love. Yeah. A lot of people were just like, he hit his own guy.
Yeah. So. I just recently talked to my buddy S. Carter.
Yeah.
He's back in Korea, stationed in Korea, and he's trying to get back stateside. He was in Korea for years, then went to Germany for a couple of years, then he was deployed to Afghanistan. I don't know how many deployments
Fucking
he's had.
savage, man.
A lot of deployments,
That's
man.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate you serving, man. Working your ass off. That's awesome.
Yeah, S. Goddamn American hero. No bullshit. So then, as a grunt, no less, you know? So then, I was like, dude, I just told the story about the rendezvous, the rendezvous, as we call it. And he's like, no shit. He's like, I tell that story all the time. I said, well, all right, check it out on the podcast. And he's like, I'll check it out. He was going to sleep because I can't remember the time difference there, but it's a lot, like more than 8 hours. It might be 11 hours. Doesn't matter. But he's like, I'm going to sleep. I'll listen to it. So the next day he listened to it. He said, hey, man. And you saw the comment on the website.
Yeah, he left a comment.
It was actually over a chick between my boy TT and one of the guys in the other crew. There was an argument over a chick, and it always seems like that's
the only thing you couldn't remember is why it started.
Right.
But of course it was a chick. Why wouldn't it be?
But yeah, I'm glad because I like to when I tell stories, especially a story from 15 years ago or something like that. I'm like, was it accurate? Or did you see it? Is that how you saw it too? And he's
completely different.
Yeah. But he enjoys the story, and yeah, like I said, we're still friends.
Yeah, he said that's exactly how it happened and how he remembers. So which is actually pretty good.
Yeah. But you know, like that's one of the stories I tell. I don't tell fight stories a lot, but that's one of the stories I do tell because it's so funny and it's fucked up, and nobody got seriously injured. I don't think, but yeah, that's funny. Shouts out S. Carter, man. Keep listening to the podcast. If you think of any crazy stories, let me know. I'll tell it. I'll tell the story. And then on top of that, I wanted to talk about my buddy Matt Hines. He was part of Triple H, and when I was active duty Army, and he listens to the show every episode. He lives in Ohio, and he critiques the show, and I like that.
That's awesome.
He'll always message me and be like, "Hey, listen to the podcast." No, whatever. This episode of Always Sunny was not that. He's
right.
big, always just as big.
He's our
Always
fact
Sunny.
checker.
He's a fact checker for Always Sunny, and he'll be like, "No, this is it," or "I don't think this is that
great.
good," and shit like that.
Shouts out Matt
Hines, man. So, and I wanted to talk. He was my buddy when I told the story about the prank in Bosnia with Gonzo with the magazine subscriptions, and me and Matt, our relationship. I wanted to kind of explain it because I was telling Camus this, and she's like, "That's just." It's pretty cool. So for people who aren't in the military, me and Matt were battle buddies in basic training. So we actually were assigned different battle buddies. My battle buddy was a real bitch. His name was Huizinger. He was a weird guy. He was kind of older. He said he looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He looked like he was like 50 years old, but he said he was from San Francisco. He said he was a gang member, and most of his friends are dead or in jail.
one of those fucks.
But he seemed like somebody who doesn't leave the house. He did not give the impression of a gang member at all. He cried a few times during basic training.
My God.
Over little shit. He panicked on rappelling. He was not a good fucking battle buddy.
Right.
I got friends. I was pretty good friends with Matt Hines, and we were like, fuck it. We're battle buddies now. Huizinger would I'm going to tell the drill sergeants, you're not telling anybody anything. What the fuck do you think this is? This is
right.
U.S. infantry.
Yeah. Why don't you explain what a battle buddy is? Because some people probably don't know.
So when you're in the Army, especially when you're in basic training, or if you're out anywhere, you have a battle buddy, which is somebody that you're with all the time.
And even when you go out, once you're in the military, you can go out and do civilian stuff, and you go out with somebody, you go as a group, you go with your battle.
You go with your battle.
Yeah.
You go with your battle. You always stay with a battle buddy. You don't do anything alone, because that's how you get in trouble or some bad shit happens. You watch each other's backs. In basic training, it's they tell you, get to know your fucking battle buddy. You know everything about them. And then they would come around and ask you questions about your battle buddy. How strong of a swimmer is your battle buddy? I'm like, I didn't ask that. What the fuck do you mean you don't? You don't think that's important for survival? And I'm like, fuck, I didn't think about it. I'm like, fuck. I know what his favorite color is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
How strong of a swimmer is blue.
Yeah. So you get to know everything about your battle buddy, and then you learn to take care of your battle buddy. And then, first week of basic training, it's like, all right, you and your battle buddy have 2 minutes to take a shower. Go. And you could be a buddy fucker. They call that a blue falcon. There's other names for it. You could be a blue falcon and take a minute and 30 seconds to shower, and then give 30 seconds for your buddy to shower. Same thing with brushing your teeth. You and your battle buddy have 2 minutes to brush your teeth. You got to split that time. You got to take care of your battle.
Yeah.
Your battle takes care of you. Watch each other's backs. So basic training, we were together the whole time. We had the same shelter half, sleeping together. We dug our 360 perimeters and a hasty 360 defense. When you dig a little hole, you're laying almost feet to feet, so that when you sleep, your sleep cycles, if it's whatever it is, one body's sleeping, the other one's awake, you tap each other's feet. We were there sharing MREs, hoarding good MREs to make ranger pudding with the cocoa, all that, and then when we got to Fort Riley together, still good friends. And there was the Triple H, there was Gonzo, there was my main man Drew Jenkins, there was a bunch of us, but me and Matt Hines, that was my dude. So in Fort Riley, that was my dude. In Bosnia, that was my dude. And then just spending that much time together. So in Bosnia, leading up to Bosnia, we had a lot of training. We were in the field. We'd go to the field for 30 days, all the time. I think the whole 9 months leading up, we were in the field. We go out. I remember when we first got to our unit, it was January in Kansas. Cold as fuck. 30-day field problem right off the bat.
Oh, my God.
You come back for the weekends, do laundry, get haircuts, clean up, go right back out to the field. So we're in the field 30 days in the fucking tents and snow out in the woods. And we would just be hanging out in the fucking foxhole or whatever, and we would just tell stories. And same thing happened in Bosnia.
You got past time.
You get a past time. We told so many stories, and we would make plans. And most of the plans, we would sit around. Then we went to Louisiana. We were in the swamp where it rained for 30 fucking days. wet the whole time, and we
Oh,
would just
that
tell
sounds
stories.
miserable.
Like, oh, we get some time off before Bosnia, and after we'll make this plan. Before that, we're gonna go to your house, Spicy, and then we're gonna go to my house. We'll go to Hang's house in Illinois. We made all these plans, and we executed almost every plan.
Yeah.
Ended up going to Myrtle Beach together for a week, and with the crew.
That's awesome.
Like his boys from back home, Brandon and Bob. Mark's buddies, ROBB, my buddies from here, Mac Vladimir, Nikolai Chinsky, brother Boris, sister Inga Chinsky.
Jesus.
All like his crew, we were all cool. So me and Matt Hines just so close. Most people on the civilian side, they don't get to know people that well.
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
me and Matt spent hours and hours and hours.
And
if you get to know somebody,
the thing
that well,
is it's different. I mean, you can there are some friends out there, people who are really great friends and stuff.
Yes.
But it's a different type of bond when you have to do that shit. Like
Yes.
when you're learning to kill together, you're learning to
Yes.
make sure that they don't get killed and they're watching your back so you don't get killed. It's
Yeah.
a way. I mean, you have that friendship there, but then it's a next level.
Right.
So I don't even have that with any of our army buddies because we weren't infantry. So it's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
But, so I can only imagine.
it's very stressful. I think I talked about it in Bosnia, and like there's no privacy. Like
Yeah.
you can't leave the base. Me and Matt, we would go to the gym. We were trying to bulk back then. I don't know what happened. We couldn't. We were taking like supplements and shit. We just could not bulk. But we were together every day, every moment, and we were just fucking just getting to know each other. So I'm like, hey, so anyway, do you like the podcast? He's like, dude, I love the podcast. He's like, when I hear it, it reminds me of, it's like you back in the tower in Bosnia, just telling me stories, and I love it. I said, dude, that's fucking awesome. I didn't think of it like that.
Dude,
so I'm
that's
I'm glad you like it, man. But yeah. I got a quick story. I'll bring it up. Matt's gonna laugh. So we everybody knows me and Matt Hines are just fucking super close. Mm-hmm. So when we did pugil sticks in basic training, they're like, you two. Now, if you ever did pugil sticks, it's hard as
it
fuck.
is. Yeah,
Jesus.
we did it basic. Explain. Is this pretty much? It's a version of like if you guys remember American Gladiators when you're
Yes.
standing on the big thing and you have to hit each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the one American Gladiators look like big Q-tips. It was a little bit different. The one that at least that I had in basic training, it was the same size all the way through, and you put your hands on the inside, if I remember right.
I think so.
So it's a little bit different, but that's what it is, and you're
Yeah.
just going to beat the fuck out of each other is what you have to do.
And it fucking hurts. You wear football helmets, but at the same time, it fucking hurts,
it
man.
hurts. And then it's just like, even like, if you're cardio, dude, like you're burnt in like 30 seconds.
You're done.
Because the thing's, I mean, it's not like a pound. This fucking thing is heavy. You're trying to fucking swing it and shit. Yeah.
I remember being so exhausted, mouth dry. You're fucking panicking, and you're going for it. Me and him were so competitive.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of one of the rounds, and they stopped it. After the fucking whistle, I fucking smacked hard. I came across the fucking face.
Like on purpose, or was it just like,
No.
was it like like as you like started to swing, or do you remember?
I don't remember. I'm gonna say it was a cheap shot. It was a cheap shot, and I'm sure I was like, you know what? Oh man, I was just fucking heat of the moment. I didn't hear the whistle.
Right.
It was a cheap shot, Matt. I'm sorry, man. That shit had to have hurt. That's a pussy move on my part. But yeah, you get competitive. After the whistle, that's fucked up, dude. Next time I see you, I'll give you a free shot. You know, but that's fucked up. But yeah, me and Matt, I'm glad he listens to the show. We got other stories he wants to tell. He's still in the National Guard. He just got back from Afghanistan. I don't know how many deployments he's been on. Again, I'm a motherfucking hero. After his last deployment to Afghanistan, I went home to visit his wife and his kids and him and hang out for a few days in Akron. And yeah, good dude. He's trying to make it back. He hasn't been to Omaha in a few years, a long time. He wants to come back, be on the show.
Oh, that'd
He's
be
got
fucking
tons of
great.
fucking stories.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Well, shouts out. Thanks for serving. Still serving, Matt. That's fucking great.
Yeah. Good dude, man.
Yeah, I've heard some of these stories you've told at drill and stuff. It's fucking sounds great.
There's a lot more, and I'd love to hear stories he could tell and stories just one. I'm not going to tell the story, but we would come to Omaha and we would get after it, dude. 3-4 day weekends. We would act like we'd lose our minds. You know, we were away from the military. We would just have fun, dude.
Yeah.
We would have walkie talkies and we would fucking be in different cars. Walkie talkie. We had a bullhorn. We'd yell at people with the bullhorn. One party we went to, Matt was deemed the sexiest man in Omaha.
Oh,
so
shit.
So my man Pagnassi's gonna go to the bathroom. I'll talk for a little bit more, and then we might get into some motherfucking Q&A. But yeah, Matt was deemed the sexiest man in Omaha at a party, and he still wears that crown. He still talks about Omaha. He would come to Omaha. He would hook up with chicks. He loves Omaha. Matt, come back, dude. You're gonna have a good time. My house is always open for you, man. Come by, have a good time. You still know some people from here. You're welcome anytime, dude. And I look forward to having you on the podcast, Nasty and Friends. Tell some stories. I'm sure you got some embarrassing stories about me too. I don't mind, man. I don't get embarrassed easily. Tell all the stories you want. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, hit me up. I know we got an email, text message thread about stories you want me to bring up or we'll talk about. And I'm going to save that because there's so many stories that I'd love to get on record. And then we always have the stories because if we don't, a lot of those stories, we're going to forget them, over time. A lot of those stories anyway, we're pretty faded during it. The one story with some of these stories we can't even tell are legal, but we may or might not have broken into a car. It might or might not have been a cop car. And then we might or might not have stole handcuffs. And then you might or might not have had those handcuffs put on you by somebody else. And we might or might not have had a key. So that's just one of the, there's a lot of stories that I can't wait to get them on the podcast for.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Dude, when you have somebody like that, through your whole life, and the fact that you guys, still talk is great, man. And it's you guys spent, how long? Because you guys went through, it was basic training and then infantry together and then
9 months in Bosnia. So just for years, every day and night, I was with this dude.
Yeah.
In a guard shack, almost 8 hours a day during we would do rotations in Bosnia where we would do patrols for a week. And then I think it was base camp security for a week, something like that. And then, so we would be at a checkpoint checking vehicles, or we would be in a guard tower just watching and sitting in a guard tower with the little heater trying to stay warm and just talking for every day. He might be the person I know almost more than anybody on the planet. So, to have that connection. And I don't think we'll ever not be friends or ever stop talking.
I can't wait, man. We need to get him on here for sure. Get on here, just let you two go out. I'll just sit back and laugh. This was what my plan is. It'd be great.
And just like most of the people we know, he's just a good dude. And he's a funny motherfucker, man. Just a funny dude. He'll be a blast. And, keep listening to the show, man.
Yeah, appreciate the support too.
Yeah, dude.
For sure. Yeah. Keep fact checking for sure.
Yeah, we got in an argument about, I don't know if it was this season or last season of Always Sunny, but he's like, no, this season, it might have been last season. He's like, it's not that good. I was like, bitch, are you kidding me?
Right.
No, but we'll go back and forth with Always Sunny, and dude, it's awesome, man. Awesome.
That's great.
What do you want to get into, my man?
We can get into some Q&A for sure, man. I love it. It's we say it every time, but it's one of my favorite parts. So we got a handful of questions for sure that look good questions. Again, keep sending them in, guys. We can't do the Q&A without your Q's. So again, it's just nastyandfriends@gmail.com because we only say it 5 or 6 times per podcast in case you forgot.
Yeah.
So do you want to start it off or?
Go ahead, my man. Go ahead.
All right.
I feel like I've been talking a lot, man.
Oh, no, it's all right. You got a sexy ass voice.
Hey.
Okay, so.
Nervous.
It just says this is from Beeman.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's probably Thomas Beeman. It says, have you ever went to bed with an itchy butthole and then woke up with a stinky finger?
Read that one more time, please, sir.
Have you ever went to bed with an itchy butthole and then woke up with a stinky finger?
I'm gonna say no. I don't usually go to bed with an itchy butthole. I try to take care of that. I'll even do safety wipes. You know what I mean? You get a good fart, you're like, oh, I'm doing safety wipes.
How great of a feeling it is when you have an itchy butthole and then you fart and the fart itches it. I
don't know. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, I absolutely love that. Like, oh, I got an itchy butthole. I might have to go, like you said, do a safety wipe. Yeah. And then you fart and the itch goes away. You're like, nice. Yeah. I like that.
Speaking of itchy buttholes, this doesn't happen all the time at work. 2 days in a row, I shit you not, this happened. So I go to the bathroom. My buddy's in the bathroom, like shaving or something. I'm like, I'm gonna drop some heat.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go to the bathroom downstairs? He's like, no, almost done. I said, okay. I sit down, drop my heat, splash. Right then, tones go off.
Oh my god.
Truck 31, whatever. I'm like, fuck. And my buddy Two Guns is like, oh shit. He's like, that sucks, man. He's like, I'll tell him you're gonna be a delayed response to the truck. So I'm wiping as fast as I can. Get on the truck, pissed. Like, you gotta be shitting me. Take care of the run, come back, take care of my butthole.
Right.
But then all day, you're like, I don't feel clean.
Yeah, it's just...
The next day, same exact thing happens. I drop heat, tones go off, I'm wiping furiously, I go, come back, finish my business.
Oh, that sucks.
In both of those cases, no stinky finger, though.
Oh, no. And I'm assuming for Beeman here that it's happened to him.
It must be. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear that story. But I don't... I mean, I've gone to bed and woke up and my fingers smelled funny. I don't know from what. But I've never had that exact situation, you know.
No.
But and then it'd be weird if your butthole does this and you go to bed and you wake up and your finger stinks and you can't hear a fart later, you might have some problems. So
Indeed. There's a story behind this.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You don't just ask that question. Send the fucking what is this about? Let us know. We don't have to let everybody know, but we want to know what the fuck it's about. A lot of times people ask questions and then we're like, hey, we're asking you the same question. We want to know your answers, and then people don't reply. But we really do want to know. Like, we'll give our answers, but we'd like to know your answers of what that's even about. So hit us up.
Absolutely. That's a great fucking question, though.
All right. Okay, this question is from Joey. Who pooped last? A lot of poop questions today.
Yeah, I like it. I like where your guys' heads are at.
I didn't poop this morning.
Oh, yeah. You said I just went to the bathroom? No, I'm just kidding. I did this morning. So out of us two, yeah. Drop heat in your bathroom. My bad. It was great because... go ahead.
I was going to say, Joey was here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to get to the bottom of this. Like, if he pooped here, he better not have pooped in my goddamn house.
I think he did because I was just getting ready to tell you the story. So I came out of the bathroom and I just did the whole thing, you know, because you gotta let everybody know what you just did. You come out, you just go, oh. He's like, how is it in there? And I was like, oh, I don't know. The seat's still warm. And he's like, God damn it, all right. So then he went into the bathroom, was there for a while, and we didn't talk about it after he came out. So it actually probably was him.
Yeah.
How fucking podcast inception is this?
I know.
Like, we're recording this. They hear. So it's actually out of us three, it probably was him.
It might have been him, that son of a bitch. Well done, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done, sir.
If this is a third poop question, I'm gonna fucking
The
great.
trifecta.
This is from Cole.
Okay.
Shouts out Cole. It says, have you ever gone a whole day without wearing underwear? It's a great question.
I'm gonna say yes, and it's been a long time. I usually wear underwear because I like the support. I don't like cock flopping going on. Your D&B's just juggling and moving all over the place. Right. If it's for a little while, I could do it, and I kind of like it. But yeah, if I'm out and about, especially if I'm wearing basketball shorts or something like that,
oh yeah,
then it gets weird.
You need the support. I mean, your dick probably hangs out the bottom of the basketball shorts. So.
I'm not gonna tell the story, but I don't right now. But I might tell later. Have I ever told you the story about in PA the last time we went? We went to the strip club and I had on basketball shorts. Have I told you?
No, you have not. You have to tell it now.
I have to tell it
now?
now?
You have to tell it now. You have to tell. Why would you go to the strip club wearing basketball shorts? Was it just like one of those things where just like...
Yeah, we weren't planning on it, obviously. Okay. Only perverts do that. And I'm not a pervert. This is an embarrassing story. And I feel like...
You have to tell. You have to tell. You can't say that.
God
you can't say I went to the strip club wearing basketball shorts and not tell the story.
All right.
You know what you're getting into.
I'm gonna tell a story. Let me answer the question first for Cole. So I always wear underwear. In my active duty days, when you're in the field for a week, you run out of underwear or whatever, and then it's like fuck it. They say you can wear one pair of underwear for like a week because you wear it and then you flip it around and wear it the next day. Then you turn it inside out and you wear it one day and then you flip it around.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've done it in the field where you're out of underwear, all your shit's wet or whatever, and then you go commando.
Right.
And then so that's the only time I've done it. Have you?
I don't think I've ever done it like all day, but I've done it where I've like, I pushed the limits of a fart.
Okay. Oh,
and
shit.
Maybe sharted a little.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting those underwear back on.
No, sir.
So, and if I'm out in like a public area, I'll just fucking ditch them.
That's a straight gentleman move. That's a smart move.
Like, so I've done that. Like, I think that's only happened to me once, but it's never been like an all day thing. I like to have something underneath. Like, I don't think jeans are like that comfortable to wear. Got that zipper there, like with the head rubbing up.
No, that is not.
I'm not gonna do that. So, But no, not all day, but I have been out in public, going the old commando.
Going commando, it feels good.
Yeah.
It's just like you're a risk taker. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I'm free. Like, I'm doing it. It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode a little bit. When
Is Kramer?
With Kramer,
Yeah.
He's like, you realize there's only a thin layer.
Cashmere between us and him, because he was wearing jockeys. He's like, got rid of the jockeys. He's like, went back to briefs. No, and then Seinfeld's like, oh my god. He might not have said oh my god, but he's like, oh no. And Elaine's like, what? Like, do you realize? Yeah, that's a good. Because then he's just standing there like, oh, and I'm out there, Jerry. And I'm loving every minute of it. He like goes cross-eyed and shit.
Yes. God damn, dude. Great quote, man. That's impressive, man. That's fucking funny.
Love Seinfeld. And by the way, don't think you're not getting away with telling this fucking story. I can see it in your eyes trying to think a way to get around.
You don't know the story.
I don't know the story. You've never told me this story.
God damn it. Like, I'm an open book, man.
Right.
I'll tell stories, no matter how embarrassing they are. I'll tell the story. I'm not proud of the story, just like the fight story, other stories. Some of these stories, man. I'll be like, Camus, don't listen to episode 12, whatever. But okay, so
she's gonna fucking laugh anyway.
Yeah, she'll laugh. It's all right. So here we go. In PA, the last time we went, it was, I don't know. Maybe it was 2 years ago. At least 2 years ago. 2 summers ago, I want to say. Mm-hmm. Me and the crew, the 245, we were in PA, and there was a strip club close to our hotel that was fucking awesome. It's called Double Visions. And I was free to get in.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it was free to get in. The drinks were reasonable, and the girls were fucking hot as fuck. Gorgeous. There's these gorgeous chicks there. And we went there a few times a week for the 3 weeks we were there. The girls, we'd come in and they'd be like, oh shit, is you fucks again?
That's awesome.
So we had a good time. So how it would go is we get down training all day, and we're doing rescue training. Ropes, confined space, structural collapse. It
can be intense.
It was intense. Structural collapse. We're using cutting torches. We're cutting through metal. We're using concrete breakers. We're breaking through concrete. Concrete chainsaws. We're working hard every day. So at night we should be drinking water and studying. No, we're going for it. So every week there's all these restaurants out there. Awesome. A lot of Italian joints, cheesesteak places, pizza joints, you name it. So every night we'd go out, get a happy hour, we'd eat dinner, and do some shit. Remember that the wing eating competition from 2009?
Yeah.
Tonelli's.
Yeah.
Tonelli's.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was an 8-minute video on YouTube about this. They had a film crew there in 2009.
Because it was like their first year.
Yeah, they edited it. They had to edit it so much because all of us Army guys were there. We all entered the wing eating competition. We're screaming. We're dropping F-bombs.
It's the first and only one I've ever done. Yeah. I probably won't ever do another one again.
Me neither.
But yeah, like you said, we had some guys, and unfortunately for them, they had us split up in like different rounds.
Yes.
So not all the Army guys went at once.
So we're screaming.
Oh yes, eat that fucking chicken wing.
Yeah.
Eat it, you pussy.
And Booyah Coots shouts out a man from Wisconsin. He's in the video. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. He's rubbing the wings on his chest.
Yeah. He took his shirt off. I think he had Band-Aids on his nipples, hot sauce on his face. Booyah. So anyway, I think I bring that up because I think that day we go to Tonelli's. And we would order, I kept telling them, we need to tighten up our shot group. We would order all this food, all these appetizers. I'm like, we need to not do that. Like, we got so much leftover food every day. Let's start getting like 1 or 2 appetizers. We can even start splitting meals. They give you so much food anyway. And then we order, every day, same thing. Like, tighten up our shot group. We should know better by now. I think we started tightening it up by the end of the 3-week rotation. So I think that day, we go to Tonelli's. We have a few drinks. We eat. We go to another place, have a few drinks. Somebody's like, Double Visions? Let's go.
Yep.
I got on just a t-shirt. I got on basketball shorts. So we go in the strip club, and like the strip club, it's different than your traditional strip clubs. It's like a rectangle area around these stages.
Okay.
And then the girls dance on the stages. There's a ring where they do tricks on this like circus ring, and then there's 2 poles.
Nice.
And then they would come around like on the inside of the rectangle. People are facing in, and they would go around, and you would give them $1 that way. You're not up on the stage. So I remember we were sitting. Our group was sitting next to these 3 girls, and they were celebrating like I want to say it was like a 23 or 24 birthday party, whatever. So
So,
one of the girls,
guests.
they weren't dancers.
Okay,
No,
so guests of Double Vision.
Yeah. They were just there, and so we were kind of talking to them. We were all like, we kept switching seats or whatever.
You wear basketball shorts. You like gotta divert your attention. Like, don't get a big dick.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's strip club etiquette. You don't wear sweatpants. You don't wear basketball shorts. You don't wear anything like that unless you're a fucking pervert.
Right. And if
I just happened to be having that on. Did not plan on going to the strip club. Just
Right.
thought we were going to eat dinner, have some beers, and then probably go back to drink some Yinglings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm in the strip club, and I can't remember the order of how this happened, but I remember at one point I'm sitting next to this chick at the at the bar area facing the girls dancing. And then we're just kind of talking back and forth. And then she's like, one of the girls, and she was a bigger girl. She was chubby.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say she was a big girl. So at one point, there's this girl dancing, and she starts off with this like hot pink, like tight fucking thing on before she starts stripping.
Okay.
And this girl next to me is like, I have that same exact dress, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. She has iPhone. She starts flipping. She's like, I'll show you the pictures. And
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then so she's flipping through her pictures, and she's showing me, and there's pictures of her, and she in fact has the hot pink like tight thing on, and then there's like nude pictures of her in there.
What?
And I'm just like, oh shit. And she's like, do you like that? And I said, yeah, that's that's awesome. And then
Just being polite, of course.
yeah. So then a couple minutes later, her hand is in my crotch. Her hand's in my crotch. So then, next thing you know, I have an erection, and it's called we talked about hand jobs on the last podcast with Joey.
Right.
It wasn't a true hand job, but I think they call it OTP,
over the pants. Yeah.
So she's giving me an over the pants hand job.
Oh my
and
god.
My buddies
so
are
at
next to me.
this point, you're glad you wore basketball
At this point, yes. So then, like, my friends are next to me. Her friends are next to her. She's giving me an OTP hand job, and I'm watching these strippers, and I'm just like, this is okay. And then, so then she's like, her boyfriend is in the bar, like across from us. On like the so we're at a rectangle, like we're on like the long side of the rectangle, say on the far left side, and her boyfriend and their friends are on like the opposite side of the rectangle, on like the opposite side of the bar. So I'm like, no.
Did you know she had a boyfriend at the time?
I don't know when it came up, but I said I started moving her hand because I don't want to get shot in Pennsylvania, and I don't want to get shot over a chick. I could give myself an OTP hand job with not the threat of violence.
I mean, it's bad to get shot. It's worse to get shot over a chick.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know?
If I'm going to get shot, hopefully it's over something good.
Right.
You know? Not over a chick a weird chick in a strip club trying to give me a hand job. So I ceased that because I know that's not smart, and I'm like, that's okay. I you know how I feel about hand jobs anyway.
Right.
They're unnecessary.
And then you're gonna have to sit in your own filth in your basketball shorts, you know.
So then we kind of shuffle seats, and I'm like, I got to get away from this situation. It's not a smart situation. I'm already looking out for my guys. I'm in charge of my guys. We're in a shady place already. I keep my head on a swivel. I don't want to be the problem that we're in a fight with, you know. So anyway, so that stops. But then girls are coming around asking for lap dances and shit. So like this, a girl comes by. She's like, "You want a lap dance?" And I'm like, "Hey, come here." And I like kind of like move her over to sit on my lap.
Yeah, like a gentleman.
Like a gentleman. She does sit on my lap, and then she's like, "Oh shit!" Like, you're boned up. Like, what is going on? You know. So I do. Which is creepy as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's super creepy. Like, but
the girls come sit on your lap, ask you for a lap dance, and when they sit down and you already have a full boner, it's weird, dude.
Jesus.
They weren't like, you're crazy, but they weren't like super pumped about it.
Right. I mean, they've dealt with it before.
Probably.
So, and the fact that you're wearing basketball shorts, and I'm sure you've heard the expression, "it stuck out more than a boner in sweatpants." It's the same thing goes with basketball shorts.
Yeah,
so
basketball, you have basketball shorts on or sweatpants, you got a boner, you can't stand up. It's noticeable. You can kind of tuck it in jeans. Or whatever. No,
you just got to tuck it up into the waist strap.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The OTP hand job, a couple strippers sitting on my lap when I have a
dude, that's
boner.
fucking crazy. And should we just do that? I mean, that's good that you stopped. You're like, no, you can't.
I'm smarter than that. It's a funny story. I'm not proud of it. It's embarrassing.
Right.
And I think that if I would have been, I was with a crew of guys that we've been in there. They knew we were Army. They knew we were from out of town. They've seen us. I think if I would have been in there by myself with sweatpants on with a full boner, I think they would have probably been like, don't go over to that guy.
Right.
But since they...
like you said, you've been there before and stuff, and they know.
Right.
And like, you're not a bad guy, but when somebody's trying to give you an OTP hand job, it's just OTP H day.
Yeah, right. And it's embarrassing. But like, I'll share stories. I don't care about being
that's fucking... I'm glad you shared. I did not know that story.
Yeah, and I didn't have a girlfriend. It was all good. I mean... just having fun. Just having fun.
That's right. I wonder if those two are still together.
Oh yeah, the couple.
The couple.
I hope not. I hope not. You know, if you got a girlfriend and she's giving OTP hand jobs in strip clubs, find a better girlfriend.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how that the underwear question turned into that.
Oh, it's
story.
Easily.
I'm glad I told you.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. It's okay. You said it before. You're in a safe place.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna hear it.
That makes me feel good when you say that.
Yeah,
that makes me feel really good when you say that. Oh fuck, Jesus,
fucking great.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a great story to hear on a Sunday morning. There, you're up, buddy.
Oh,
that's a great fucking story.
And if you're out there judging, like, how could you do that? How could you wear the basketball shorts in a strip club? How could you receive an OTP hand job from a big girl?
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't judge. You know.
Yeah. Don't judge. Listen, we're not in your fucking bedroom pointing out like your fucking weird flaws. Hey, my man, he's vulnerable. He opened up, shared a story with you. Laugh because it's a fucking great story.
Yeah. Thank you.
I got your back, man.
I'm just sharing. I share my experiences, even my mistakes sometimes. Maybe people learn from them. Maybe people will enjoy them. But the story happened. It's real. Why not share it? I got nothing to hide.
100%. There's a small group of listeners out there like, I need to go to a strip club wearing basketball shorts, try to get me an OTPH day. You know somebody's going to do that.
If you've shared that situation or anything similar to that, we want to know. Let us fucking know.
Absolutely.
Whether you've given the hand job.
No judging.
We're not judging. You're in a safe place with Nasty and Friends podcast. We want to hear it.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right. So am I up?
Yeah, you're up, man.
Okay, so this question is from Christopher Hoyt, a.k.a. Chopper, a.k.a. Chopper City.
Oh, shit.
Hoyt, our main man, fucking 245 OG. OG, triple OG. Shouts out Chopper. He's been listening to the show, I think, since the beginning.
Right.
Big fan. We're a big fan of Chop.
Absolutely. Chop, chop, kill.
Chop, chop, kill. A.k.a. Chop, chop, spill. His question. Which team is better? Kansas State University or Alabama?
Well, they both suck.
They both suck dicks.
No.
I don't... I mean, they're...
I have a feeling it's not the real Chopper Hoyt that sent this in. Just something...
Well, he's a fan of both. You know that.
No, I know, but that's why I don't think he would send it in.
You think somebody's trolling?
I think somebody's trolling. That's just... I mean, I could be wrong. Right. It very could be... I don't think he would send that in. I feel like if Chopper was going to send in something, it'd be maybe more military questions.
Yeah, you're right. So it wouldn't be the first time somebody trolled us with the Chopper.
Yeah, exactly. That's just how I feel. If it's not, I mean, we're going to answer it for sure. He has a military question in here we just haven't got to yet.
True.
But this smells of fuckery. Like I feel so,
okay.
Which is okay. But
okay.
we can still answer it.
That's
so.
okay.
But yeah, he's a fan of both.
Yes.
So. I mean, the obvious answer would be Alabama for sure. Like, I mean, how many fucking national championships? I mean, as a fucking, as a program, I mean, how many national championships that they have in the past years? They've been fucking killing it. Whether you hate them or not, I mean, their fucking dynasty here lately has been fucking good.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Alabama. I don't like the SEC. I think the SEC is overrated. Yeah, you can't lie. Alabama is a dynasty.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're fucking great. If we're talking football, if we're talking about other sports, I don't know because I don't follow fucking K-State. I was stationed down there for a few years, and it's like some people don't like Husker sports or Husker football because people get crazy. Well, but you know what I mean. Any place you go to, it's the same fucking thing. You go to K-State, you go to Manhattan, Kansas. Yeah. You're gonna run into Buddy Holly. Yeah. And then next off,
fuck Buddy Holly. Fuck you, Buddy Holly.
fuck that guy. Next thing, instead of everybody wearing red, everybody's wearing purple, which is even worse than red. And everybody's talking about Wildcats. And you're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
The fuck. Coach Snyder, much respect.
Absolutely.
As far as K-State goes. Yeah, as far as football, Alabama, I hate Coach Saban. I do think he is associated with the devil. I'm not saying that, and I shouldn't do that. I don't know anything about the devil. He
could be a good guy.
Could be a good guy. There's all this bad talk about him. He, like Jim Jeffries said, he might be a good guy. Why he's never released any books or anything like that.
Right.
The God might just be talking shit about him for no reason, and I don't know. Anyway, fuck Coach Saban, fuck Alabama, but yeah, they're better.
Yeah, just hands down. So
yeah, fuck Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Fuck them. Thanks, Chop.
Yeah.
Or whoever.
Yeah. AKA whoever the fuck you are. That is another question from Joey, which is good that we're getting questions. So yes. I don't care if it's the same fucking person that sends in 12 questions at all.
I don't give a shit.
So shouts out Joey again for sending another one. It's a good question. It says, if a major character were to die in Always Sunny, who would you want to die off?
Oh shit.
That's a fucking great question.
A major character, huh?
Yeah. So one of the, what is it? The 4 of them or 5 of them?
Well, you got Charlie, you got Dennis, you got Mac, you got D, and you got Frank. 5.
Yeah, 5.
Oof. I got mine. I'm gonna say this is tough. I don't want any of them to die. I think without any of them, it's gonna change the dynamic, and it might not work. It's not gonna work as well. It's not going to.
No.
It's not gonna.
I bet we have the same answer.
Mine is. You want to say yours first?
No, go ahead.
Mine is Mac.
Okay. No, we don't have the same answer. Not at all. Really?
What do you got? Yeah.
I have D. I think she's fucking hilarious, but I think because you can't kill off Frank or Charlie, because if you kill off one of them, you're killing off the team. You know what I mean? Those two.
Twosome.
Yeah. Those have to stay, and I just think just Mac and Dennis are really good, and then because Charlie fucks with Mac a lot too.
Yeah.
But if D goes and she's not written, then you miss the whole female perspective of them calling her like a bird and all that shit. And you say, fuck you, D, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You miss that shit. So, but I think if I had to pick, it would probably be D.
Yeah, and that makes sense because you got the gruesome twosome with Frank and Charlie, and then Mac and Dennis are always teamed up. They're roommates.
Yeah.
So you and D's on her own. So yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. That's a better answer than mine, but I got to stick with my answer because.
But why? But why with Mac?
Why with Mac? I can't explain it. I think. I don't know. I don't want to shit on Mac. I just can't. He's like the least, the one I could. The one I could come to terms with the fastest is all.
Right.
I can't come to terms with Charlie or Frank.
Right.
Dennis, I can't come to terms with him. He's too crazy. And then Sweet D is Sweet D.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. Your answer is pretty sexist, but it's good.
Of course.
It's good.
It's good. All right, got a couple questions left. 4. Fuck, there's one hidden in there. Nice.
Shit, let's do it.
Keep trucking along, ham boy. See what we got here.
Okay, this question is from Cole.
Nice.
And the question is, if you could walk around with a theme song in your head, what would it be? If you could walk around with a theme song in your head, what would it be?
Okay. I mean, a lot of people would probably go with Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Yeah. But, I mean, I've heard that song, in high school, because I went to 2 different high schools because, as you know, my junior year, my school closed down.
Yeah.
So I had to go somewhere my senior year. But before that, during my junior year, we played sports with this school, and we were the Tigers. Okay. So my old school were the Jets, and then we were the Tigers. So we heard, Eye of the Tiger all the fucking time. I don't mind it as much as some of the people who went elementary school all the way through, but I'm not saying that's my answer. I'm just saying that's what most people would go through.
Yeah.
I think if I had to absolutely pick one, it's going to be a shitty answer just because I can't think of the name of the song or who sings it. But it's the inspirational song, the one that's, it's in Bruce Almighty at the beginning, with the cookie part. It's the one that I remember in my YouTube video when I got kicked out of Six Flags.
Yes.
The song that I played.
Yeah.
That song.
We'll have to find that.
Yeah. It's just type in inspirational song on YouTube. Play it. It's gonna be the top one. It's the one that starts off slow and then it's just fucking. Yeah. Yeah, that song.
Dun, dun, dun,
Perfect.
dun.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think that would be a good one.
That's
Because you could turn into anything. You can do anything with that, you know?
Yeah.
You're getting ready to fucking flip some, like, eggs. Just,
Yeah.
you know, anything. So, going in the bedroom for sexy time.
Yeah,
you
sexy
know?
time.
So, it's, that's the song I would pick.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, I like that, man. That's a really good answer. I was trying to listen and not think too much about my answer because I have no idea. I was thinking something more like contemporary or like newer. First thing that popped in my head is some ASAP Rocky, some Peso, or even ASAP Rocky What's Up. And then I was like maybe some Jumpman. Maybe that song's a little old now, but it's fucking catchy.
Yeah,
a little Drake and Future. I'm gonna go final answer ASAP Rocky Peso.
That's a good song.
If you don't know that song,
Damn good song.
you can look it up. It's one of my wake up ringtones. Peso.
Yeah, that's a way to fucking hate a song, though.
And then if it would be the instrumental, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
absolutely.
Instrumental.
Yeah, it's that's a good fucking question, man. That's there's a lot of different inspiration. I think there's an episode, I think, of Family Guy that they make fun of that shit, and a lot of people just playing like different music. It'd be cool to like have somebody like different music for different parts of your life or whatever, you know. But I just feel like with that inspirational song that you can literally do anything on it, like everything would just fucking fit right into there. So,
dude.
And then you can just like act slow mo at certain parts, you know.
Yeah, Cole, great question. Cole brings heat every time she asks a question. Real quick, I gotta. I wanted to say something. But yeah, Cole, you always bring heat every time you ask questions. Keep sending them in. We enjoy your questions. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but the song you introduced me to last time we were in town with the Eminem 8 Mile remix with Spaghetti.
Yeah, no, we haven't. So throwback, shouts out. I heard this song from Joey a couple years ago or a year ago. He just sent it to me. He goes, "Dude, check this out." So if you type in YouTube and it's just type in Eminem Spaghetti, it should be the very first song the very first video that pops up, and it's Eminem's song. It's Lose Yourself.
Lose Yourself.
Yeah, the song Lose Yourself. And that's all we're going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to give it away because you have to experience it yourself. So Eminem Spaghetti. But when I showed it to you,
oh my God,
it's been probably a year since I had seen it. And because we were talking about the podcast and how we talked about white rappers. And I was like, oh, hey, have you ever seen the Eminem Spaghetti? And you're like, I think so.
Right. And I was wrong. I have not.
Yeah, because you thought it was
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
When he did his bit about Eminem and
right.
that song and Lose Yourself. But I had not up to that time. Since then, I've listened to it a bunch, and I've recommended it to other people. I've shared it with other people and everybody who.
Yeah, it's like, what are their thoughts?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah,
they love it. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I'm not gonna give anything away either. I'm telling, like I've talked about this before. When my man Pac Nasty sends me anything, I know it's gonna be great. I open it as soon as I can. Sometimes I have to wait. If it's a video and I'm at work or something, I'm like, okay, I gotta wait until I can actually listen to it. But I listen to it and I know it's gonna be good. He's never disappointed me. Check it out. Check that shit out on YouTube. I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
I know we talked about it last night, but I think Joey says like somebody showed him.
Okay.
I think that's where he got it from. But yeah, dude, I remember like you were crying. Like you were sitting on the couch just fucking crying. And I was laughing at it because it'd been forever. Like I had tears.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful. The editing on it is fucking great. So yeah, you just definitely.
Check it out.
And it's one of those things like you think it would get old, but it doesn't.
No.
It just does not get old at all. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got one. All right, it says it's from Mama Pac Nasty. Shouts out Mama Pac Nasty.
Shouts out Mama Pac Nasty.
It says it's a good question. If you were guaranteed an honest answer to any question, who would you ask, or what would you ask, and to who?
Oof, that's difficult. Could you read it one more time, sir?
Yep. So if you were guaranteed an honest question, what would you ask, and who would you ask? So like guaranteed, you ask somebody this, like this is the answer. I think I have one. I don't. It's kind of hard because it's really not to anybody, but I would want to know 100%. Like I feel like there are that there are aliens out there somewhere in the universe.
I think I know where you're going. That's where I'm going to.
Okay. I think there are aliens out there somewhere in the universe, like 100%. I don't think that there's not some type of living organism out there, and all the universes, you know, and the vast of the space, you know, there's some living stuff. My question would be is I want to know what those living organisms are. I want to know if there's a planet out there that like has like people like us, or if there's just like animals that are like, you know, in the midst of like evolution or somewhere. So that's what I want to know, or a different planet. And I also would like to know if there's plants on other planets, you know, and stuff, you know, that aren't in our solar system. But I want to know that for sure, 100%. And I would like to know what that life is. So, but I don't know who I would ask that to. But like that's the question that I would want to know. There's no looming questions in my life that I need to know this answer. I need an honest answer from a person. But like that, just to know, because like I said, I 100% believe that there is another living organism out there, an alien. But I just want to know what it is, even if it's just like a little bacteria or whatever, just to see.
Yeah, so. What that's a great answer. I was thinking like I would ask probably the president. If you don't know who the fucking president is, right now, at the time of this podcast, is still Barack Obama. President Barack Obama. Respect. Shouts out Barack Obama. I'm going to start a petition to have him go for another 4 years or have it in the contract, like, keep going until we could get Dwayne The Rock Johnson to run for president. But until then, I think Barack Obama should just stay in office because I can't Hillary Clinton and Trump is just not going to get they can't do it. Bernie Sanders, I don't know if he's going to be able to pull anything off, but until then, anyway, I'm way off topic. I would probably ask Barack Obama, is there proof of other life forms out there? Do we have proof of it? Is Area 51 real? That kind of shit.
Right.
But your question is better because nobody is going to, like, who can you ask that could definitely answer that question?
Right. I mean, that's a great question that you have, though. Like, have we officially ever had anything? Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know.
Right.
You know, if we have here, I don't know, like, really what I believe. But, like, I mean, like I said, I know I believe that there are other life forms out there. I just don't know if they've ever, like, been to Earth, if there's actual any proof of that.
Right.
But there's a lot of comedians who do bits on that. Like, well, why would they fucking come here? They look, you know.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Griffin off of his stand-up Voodoo Child. He talks about, like, why would they stop here? You know, he's like, they're probably fucking, you know, look down at that. They fight over black and white. We're purple. Let's get the fuck out of here. You know, they just stop by and see how shit's being ran and how we treat each other. No, I don't want to do that.
They'd be so advanced.
Yeah, but that would be my question. I know this is like, it's a little deep, but I like your question too, to see if there's been anything here, you know. But yeah, that's where I would definitely go because, like I said, I 100% believe. I think you're crazy if you don't. I mean, it's really not like super crazy if you don't believe. But I think how you cannot at least entertain the idea that there's something else out there.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I think one podcast we get real faded and we talk about that shit. We talk about the galaxy. We talk about the cosmos. We talk about all that. We talk about possibilities. There's so little we know about our galaxy.
There's so little we know about our own planet, like in the ocean.
You're right.
Let alone out in the vast space of space.
Yeah, and if it's infinite, like some people claim, like what is it, Neil
deGrasse Tyson?
Like if like some of those guys, they say space is infinite and it just keeps going and keeps going. If you think that there's no other planet like this, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean it freaks me out. Like even like bone sober. Like when you get to think about like it doesn't stop, you're just like fuck. Like it just. I wouldn't say it's a panic attack, but you're like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, man. It's
like, what the?
It's crazy to think about. We should definitely have you could do a short podcast. We could do a drunk cast just talking about that and get a little faded. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Just talk about that shit. We'll have to do some. A little bit of research before we do it. Maybe watch some YouTube.
Fucking roll down that rabbit hole.
That Cosmos series with Neil deGrasse Tyson. That guy's so smart. You know?
Yeah, he's fucking.
And people bring up religion and all that stuff, and it's like, nah, I believe in science. You know?
Right.
But yeah, we should definitely get into that.
Yeah, we get into the whole like religious thing too. You know, when you get into that shit. So there's so much that we could fucking talk about, but that's for a different time. Yeah, because we could go forever.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, shit, here's a long one. Okay. This question is from Beeman. Okay?
Son of a bitch.
I'm going to read it. It's kind of long. I'll read it twice. Have you ever been sitting down and felt your own moose knuckle and oddly rubbed your thumb through it? Beeman. Have you ever been sitting down and felt your own moose knuckle and oddly rubbed your thumb through it?
What's up with him with like fingers and like that area of the body?
Right.
Like
I don't.
stinky finger butthole.
Yeah.
And now
Rubbing your moose knuckle?
Yeah, of
My
course.
thumb through
Yeah,
it?
of course I have.
Yeah, of course.
I've probably done all 10 fingers at once.
Yeah, you get to rubbing. You're exploring your own body.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do it now. If I'm like standing and there's a table or a counter and it fucking just happens to rub up against me, I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me just give it a few more rubs.
Yeah, you rub, you adjust, you
I'm a
make sure
sick
everything's
fuck.
okay.
That's the way it goes. I don't care if we're in church or whatever.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. You're in a safe place back now, so you know that. You know that.
I'm assuming. We want to hear your story
Yeah,
too. This is probably a nightly thing.
Where's this coming from? We want to know.
Yeah.
We're
And
not judging.
Is it the thumb that's right next to your stinky finger, or is it the other hand? Like, I need to know these questions.
Are you sitting on your hand? Is it the stranger before you do it? We want to know where this is coming from. We're not judging, Beeman. We're not
The
judging.
stranger. I haven't heard that in forever. That's fucking great. Dude, all the guys are busting up laughing right now. Females are like, what? What's the stranger? Guaranteed. Google it.
Yeah. I was going to say you want to explain it better. Google.
Yeah, just Google
video it.
No. Yep. Yeah, this definitely makes me. This is our last question that we
shit.
have. We can go on to some other shit after this if you want. But this is another one from Chopper. This makes me still think it's fuckery, especially
it might be
after
trolling.
this.
It might be trolling.
How long will it take for Alabama to win another national championship? This is fuckery. I'm 100% convinced at this point.
Yeah, I think somebody might be trolling us. Chop, we'll try to get to the bottom of this for you. If it's not you, fuck it. Fuck's going on with these Alabama questions.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's never.
Yeah, hopefully they never win another championship. You know,
How many do they have now? 5?
I want to.
Right?
I want to say they have 5 in like the last 8 years. Is my
well, yeah.
Ohio
That's what I
State
meant.
won it not too long ago. Florida State won it not too long ago. Other than that, I want to say it's been Bama.
Right.
So, and I'm not happy with that. I'm just happy Ohio State won it a few years ago. Big Ten does not get the respect they deserve in football. Big Ten's they're getting better. A lot of teams are getting better. Michigan's getting better again with their new coach. Huskers got a new coach. They're trying to get better. Michigan State has been killing it. They won the Rose Bowl a few years ago. D'Antonio, their coach, is fucking solid. Their defense is fucking solid. Iowa's getting better, which I don't like Iowa, but I support the Big Ten. Anytime a Big Ten team is playing another
for sure.
another division, I'm all about the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm all about it too, and that's the way I was like when Nebraska was in the Big 12.
Same thing.
You got to support, but man, I know a lot of people say fuck the SEC and that they're overrated.
Yeah.
I mean I get that, but their teams keep winning championships. It's hard to say that.
Right.
But I just think that their fucking ESPN's too much on their dick all the fucking
They're all over
time.
their dick.
You know,
They're all over
which
their
is like annoying. It'd be different if they weren't and they're still winning championships. I mean they're producing there.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be going there.
Yeah,
Like,
the Pac-12 is really good now.
Yeah.
And then the Big 12 is still really good now. Baylor and TCU, which is good to see Baylor and TCU fucking killing it when in Texas and Oklahoma struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Even West Virginia's been doing good. And then in the Pac-12, you got USC, you got Oregon, you got Cal, you got Arizona State. A lot of those teams are getting better. And then I think the ACC's overrated. I mean, Clemson. Clemson's been killing it. And Florida State was doing okay when they had that rapist. James Winston.
Jesus.
But other than that, ACC's not been that good. Duke made a play a while back. North Carolina State, Miami. Fuck all those schools. They're overrated for sure. The Big Ten dominates those motherfuckers. But Alabama, yeah. Other than that, SEC, they're not. They're overrated.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree, man. I'm fucking excited for football to come back.
Man.
Needs to fucking it's the last couple months, man, leading up to it. It's just like fuck. You know, this is the first year I wasn't in Lincoln for the red white game. I never went to it a lot, but it's still nice just to fucking see everybody out in Husker gear and stuff.
atmosphere.
That would always get me through. Like get fucking pumped up, you know, and then get me through the rest of it. But I mean, it's nice now where I'm at. I know you're not a big baseball fan, but
No, I am working. In a couple days, I'll be working Creighton, Nebraska baseball game, and then later on, I think it's this month. Later on this month, you have the Big Ten baseball tournament going down in our city.
Yeah.
I might be down there for that a little bit, and then of course next month you got the College World Series.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
that's always fun. Last year was the first year I had ever gone to the College World Series. So
Ever? Or
ever,
at the
yeah,
new
ever.
arena?
No, I had never gone before.
What'd you think?
I fucking loved it, man. It was a blast. JPEGs,
Shouts out JPEGs.
Harris, and then the future Mrs. Harris, Timmery. We all went, and it was a fucking blast. We got rained on. We were just sitting out in the fucking general admission.
Okay.
You know, and it's cool because they got they built that stadium. They got the line, and then on the concrete it says, "This is how many people are in front of you."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's pretty fucking sweet. Like I said, I'd never witnessed it, and then we went. I don't remember who was playing and how the fucking game was, but we ended up not watching the whole thing because I wanted to see other things. So
Yeah.
we went into the tents,
Okay.
and then we met up with our boy Molina. He was there,
Oh,
and
shit.
so it was great because I saw him and he didn't see me.
Oh, shit.
So I just fucking walked up to him like I was gonna I was pissed off at him. And he was like with two of his fighters.
Yeah.
So I fucking walk up and just like glare at him. His fucking two fighters like fucking, and they're like twice my size and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
They fucking swell up like, what the fuck is this guy? And he fucking Molina flips around. And he's like, oh, what's up, you fucking Italian? And then we like gave a hug.
That's awesome.
And
It's awesome
so-
when you see people that are that close to you.
Yeah.
And you just end up bumping into them on accident. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's pretty fun. So we got some drinks and just fucking chilled out with him. And
Did you have your wrestling belt on this day?
no, I did not.
It would have been a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, just walked out. It was cool. Like, his fighters are cool, and he'd always tell me stories about. So I got to meet them, and they were fucking. We were in some shit with some birds, and they were
shit.
telling me what was going on. It was pretty fucking fun. But it was awesome. It was a blast. I definitely want to go back and go over. Just see when like the championship series or something like that would be fucking fun.
Whether you like baseball or not, check out if you haven't been to the College World Series.
Yeah, and I love
It's
baseball.
awesome.
So
Okay.
I mean, I don't sit here and follow it super close like I do with
Football.
like what I do with football. Football's my all-time favorite sport. I played baseball like T-ball all the way through, and I played Legion ball so all the way up until I was 18. I'm not a good athlete at all.
No, I was gonna say you're a fucking athlete.
But
Don't sell yourself short.
I was the best out of all the sports I played. I was the best at baseball.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't great at baseball, but I did the best at baseball. So there's always like I miss playing, and people like you can play slow pitch softball. I don't like it. It's just a little bit different,
Yeah.
you know. But it's so I do like going to the games. It's a lot of fun. It's a different atmosphere,
Yeah.
than like a football game and shit like that.
Yeah,
So it's,
atmosphere down there is, I think it's awesome. You got of course, the arena, and I want to say the arena. It's got about, I think it's around 27,000 for attendance, usually around when it's full. And then you got the fanfare outside. You got the tents. You got shit going on. You got vendors and booths that are set up. Wing eating competitions, you name it. It's awesome. ESPN has their shit out there, and the game zone where you could do games. Xbox has shit.
Yeah.
Whether you like baseball or not, the atmosphere is fucking awesome. All the teams that come, it's different teams every year.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes I think Ole Miss, or I think they call it Ole Miss, something like that. They come down. They've been down the last few years. LSU, their fans are awesome. They're always tailgating and cooking. LSU makes it a lot, but we'll see who makes it. We'll see who makes it this year.
Yeah.
A lot of the teams that come in, they
love it.
They love the
It's
town.
in the
and they're
summer.
friendly.
They always bring their college chicks with them.
They all.
Fucking great.
Yeah, the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
They were here like 3 years in a row. I think they won the championship maybe twice. I think 2 in a row. I ended up working the final game, which kind of sucked because you got to stay late.
Yeah.
And then they do the presentation, the trophy ceremonies, and all that. So it was a late night, working down there till after midnight. Some of those days are fucking 14-hour days down there, but it's a fucking blast. And the college chicks that come out for Gamecocks was cool because they had cocks like written on their. They were wearing like sports bras and have like cocks written on their stomach, and God bless them.
Yeah, you're doing God's work.
God bless them. But it's always a good time, and the local people are very friendly to the outside teams that come in, and which is really good. And it's a great atmosphere. Make it down there this summer. Right after that, or running almost at the same time in the convention side in the arena, they're gonna have the swim trials, which are for the Olympics, and work that a few years. Yeah. That is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
Make it down
and they
there and
did
watch
they did fucking such a great job. Like they're doing it again. Like this time around. So yeah, I've heard, and a lot of people went down there. And my cousin, he was, if I'm almost positive, he was in the garden. His unit was like pulling security for it while I stand there around, and he was fucking sending me pictures. He said it was so much fucking fun. He said it was fucking great. So yeah, I mean that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great time. I'm lucky because I get to work down there. So I'll work down there for my part-time gig.
Yeah.
As a EMT, and then a lot of times when we do that, they have security down there is tight because it has to be because of the day and age that we live in.
Right.
But then working special ops down there, we work undercover, wearing plain clothes, and we're metering for different threats, as well as militaries down there. They got the team from Ashland down there, their chemical team and hazmat team. They're down there doing metering as well as police and FBI and everybody's out there.
It's crazy that like they have all that stuff for it, because like, oh, nothing can happen. But it's for the public, it's good to see that. And it's good to know, like, even though I don't think anything would ever happen, but you just never know. And just knowing that you're taking the precautions, I love that. And there's some people who fucking hate that shit. You know, you see them like, fuck these guys, like they don't need to be here and stuff. I don't think there's a lot of people out there like that, but you see some people who usually have a fucking vendetta. It's usually fucking politically, like, what the fuck's the word I'm thinking? And I mean, from a political view that they have, politically motivated. Yeah. That they hate shit like that, and it's fucking stupid, but it's good. It makes me feel great. Right. You know, that there's that shit around, that they're taking the precautions and shit like that.
Oh, so. For sure. You have to these times, you know, and but on top of that, you gotta have that security. But it makes you feel safe. But yeah, it's a great time. Make it down there, College World Series. It's down there every year. You know, it's been like that for decades. Yeah. A lot of people were not happy when they built TD Ameritrade Park. A lot of people really liked Rosenblatt. I did too, but then once that new arena happened and all the stores and hotels and business that came up around North Downtown Noto, since then, I'm so glad they did it. TD Ameritrade Park
they did it right, man. Unfortunately, I never got to go to the Blatt, so I just did just TD Ameritrade. Because was it last year was the first year for it, or was it? But it's
been at least I want to say it's been like 4 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say
might have been more than that.
Yeah, I that's what I thought, but it's been a long time. But so that was fucking. It's great, man. They do it right. It's really good. So.
Yeah, I'll be down there in just a few days working Husker and Creighton baseball, and I love that because a lot of Husker fans show up to that. Yeah, that'll be fun. I know Creighton's doing good. They've been doing good. I know if one of those teams can make it to the College World Series, that'd be fucking great. You know, some people don't like that because they like the outside teams coming in, and they don't want the fans being dicks to the other teams because of local teams in there. But whatever. Whatever happens is going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely.
Faux show.
Yeah, I'll have to come up. And it's usually, is it 2 weeks or a week?
I want to say it's about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The opening ceremonies are usually pretty good from what everybody says.
Yeah. I want to say it ends right before the 4th. I think the 3rd is the home run derby and the big fireworks show. And then, of course, the 4th of July, they'll probably have some shit down there. But it'll all be wrapped up by then. Yeah. And right around that time is when the swim trials are going to start. Parking might be a bitch. But other than that, it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. You have to fucking park and then take a lift.
Right. No shit. Or just park. Yeah, park. Get a lift and hang out downtown. Hang out at the old market or hang out by the arena. There's a lot of good bars and restaurants down there, man.
Absolutely.
Motherfucking Good Night's Pizza is directly across the street from TD Ameritrade Park. That's a little gem. Not a lot of people know about Good Night Pizza.
No, you're spreading the word, man. Let the word get out.
Yeah, and then of course the Beer and Blatt is right there. And the Beer and Blatt is legit. As fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking great, man. I love all sports, dude. It's fucking fun. I've been to a couple of Stars games as far as hockey, but I hear NHL has been great. I've never been to an NHL game, and I've never been to an NBA game, and I want to go to both.
Same here.
Yeah, it's been it's great. I've been to what's the arena in Chicago?
Soldier Field.
The basketball.
I don't watch basketball, man. I'm a man.
I know. We're wherever the Bulls play.
Okay. I can't think of that.
I know. I'm fucking blanking out. It's still early, so.
Yeah.
But no, we've been there and went out and got to see all the fucking statues of Jordan and stuff like that.
Who?
So, who? Never heard of him. But so that was fucking cool. But yeah, I've never actually been to an NBA game.
Me neither.
It's a fucking blast.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, dog.
Yeah.
Make that shit happen.
I think the closest NBA teams would be either Chicago or the Nuggets. Yeah, Denver. So I think that's pretty much from
Minneapolis. Oklahoma City and Minneapolis. They got teams. I don't know how far those cities are, but that's not too far. Either way, either direction you go.
We'll have to go. watch the Nuggets.
Yeah. I like where your head's at, my friend.
For sure. So that's where it'll go.
Yeah, man.
Anything else you got up? I mean, we're
no. I think we start wrapping it up. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Troy and Trevor at Create a Tea Omaha. They do good work. We bring it up every podcast. Check out our web store. We got some bad shirts. We got some new shirts that are going to be coming up that we're working on. We've been working on them, and they'll be on our web store soon. Get some shirts. You'll look fucking fresh as fuck. You'll be helping support our squad, Nasty and Friends podcast. But yeah, check that out. And also, I want to say we're still supporting our volleyball team. That's going to be firing up here real quick, right around the time this podcast drops. Practice safe sets. Shirts for that are on Instagram. They're going to be available to the general public after the season. And hopefully by then they're going to be champions, and we'll add to the shirt design, champions 2016, whatever, practice safe sets.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's fucking great. They kill it every time we ask them to help. They're local for us, so and they're doing, their business is blowing up, which is fucking great. Yes. So shout out to everybody else. S. Carter, Matt Hines, thanks again, you guys, for all your service and future service. Can't wait to actually meet you. It's fucking great. Got some great stories.
No doubt.
Anybody out there who's ever served in the military, anybody out there in the fucking out there in the medical field, nurses, CNAs, doctors, police, firemen. Thanks, man. You guys fucking do tough jobs. Not everybody can do it. So
respect.
It doesn't go unnoticed for sure. So anybody out there listening to this, thanks for listening, support. We fucking love it, man. We love the feedback.
Thanks for sending questions.
Yeah,
thanks for
absolutely.
all the support.
Well, at this point, I'm glad that you said that. We are completely 100% out of questions.
Yes.
We cleared out the questions this morning.
That's right.
Before we started this, so we are completely done. So send in some more questions again, nastyandfriends@gmail.com, Twitter, Instagram.
Send in responses. If you asked a question, we answered it. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what your answer would be, or your motivation for sending in the question, especially if it's weird. Beeman, you know what we're talking.
You sick fuck.
Any feedback we get, we love it, man. When people are like, dude, listen to this. Fucking, you killed it. This made me laugh. This was great, or this guest was great. We get a lot of feedback about our guests. They kill it. We're thankful for everybody that we have on the podcast as a guest. Everybody does a great job. It's so much fun. The time goes so fast, but it's magic.
Yeah, it's insane. It's a lot of fun. Also, let us know. This should be the third new segment of Rob Long's Animal Facts. So let us know what you guys think about it. So we fucking love it. We're dying. It's hard work for him. I mean, he's got to come up with stuff. And just so you guys know, everything that he says, he's not going to spread propaganda. Like, all these facts are 100% real. Absolutely. Like, he fact checks them, and he comes up with it. So I mean, it's all him. I believe it was even his idea. So.
Yeah, it was his idea. And it's gold, man.
Yeah, so which we fucking love it. Just whatever we can do to take our podcast to the next level. So we're listening to him. We're just crying. Yeah. So it's so fucking funny. So let us know what you think. If you have any requests, get at him at Twitter, like what you want to hear about. I'm sure there'll be definitely a string of cheetah facts at some point. But I don't know where he's getting his material. It's probably just all in his head.
Maybe,
crazy
man.
Fuck.
He's good.
But
again, shouts out Rob Long.
Yeah, I was just going to say thanks for him for doing that and taking on that. That's fucking great. And hopefully our plan is iTunes is still fucked up as of this moment. Hopefully we can figure out, every time we upload a podcast, the oldest one goes away. It's only letting us hold 8. So we plan on, if there's not a podcast because like recording schedules and shit like that, we're still going to release the Animal Fact. Just so out there, so that segment you should have something every week. I don't know when that's going to start, though. We want to get this iTunes figured out because I don't want to just flood it with the Animal Facts and just kick off our podcast. Right. So once we get iTunes figured out and it holds everything, then we'll be 100% on that schedule. If you don't get a Nasty and Friends podcast, you'll at least get an Animal Fact for sure. It is the goal, I think. For
sure, absolutely.
I know Long's down for it. You're down for it, but we have to get this iTunes thing figured out.
All day.
It's not our website, they say. iTunes. It's a bigger corporation. It's a little bit hard. You're going to make some calls this week.
Yeah, I'm on it. Real quick, iTunes support, Apple support, fuck you. I don't know why it's so difficult to get technical support. For our website, it's operated from WordPress. They get online with you. We're like a live conversation you have, and they work out the problems immediately. They even tried to help us with Apple.
Yeah.
They said, we can't help you. It's a problem with iTunes and Apple. I've been trying to get at them.
They got billions of customers, man,
but
so
still,
it's a little bit different.
Still, fuck you. Help us out. I'm going to make calls. I'm going to be working on it. I'm on my days off right now. I promise you, I'm going to do my best to get the problem resolved.
Yeah, so hopefully that comes up. After this, I don't know when the next podcast is, man. We can't record. We got weddings. Harris is getting married, so we got that. I mean, we'll be around each other, but we're not going to have time to podcast.
Right. So,
then we're going to be getting into July.
Yeah.
We got 4th of July and shit like that. So I don't know when the next one is going to come out after this. So just
I'll be with my daughter a lot this summer, and I'm looking forward to that. We're going to make it happen. If there's going to be a few weeks maybe during the summer, everybody's busy during the summer. You know how it is. We're going to try our best to get some stuff recorded and out to you guys. In the meantime, we will be, like my man Pac Nasty said, we will be pushing out the animal facts from Rob Long. Hopefully you guys enjoy that segment.
Yeah, we love it. Again, I know we thanked him again, but I mean, that's awesome. I mean, he's doing that, which is giving you guys material. I mean, it may be less than a minute or 2 minutes or whatever, and it's totally him. We gave him some pointers on what we like, but it's all 100% him. Whatever he says is coming from him.
Yes.
We may not agree with his opinions other than the facts. So, no, but that's awesome. At least you guys get something. I'm looking forward to him. So, I mean, again, can't thank you guys enough for the support. I know we always thank you for fucking forever at the end of podcasts, but it truly means a lot.
Absolutely.
Again, we're doing this for us, get to meet people. I can't wait to meet fucking Matt Hines. I can't wait to fucking meet other people. You met Joey for the first time.
Yes.
You got to meet Spencer.
Joey, man, shouts out, man. It was a pleasure having you over here.
Yeah, we're
hanging out with us. Podcast was even off when we're not recording. Just hanging out, getting to know you. You're a fucking great dude.
Yeah, we're gonna keep meeting people. I'm gonna meet people that you work with. I'm gonna bring in, we're gonna bring in more Army guys. We're gonna bring in, my great friends. We got fucking bunch of shit we can talk about. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're here. We're here to have good times and have these recorded forever, so we can hold it over each other's heads. So, you guys just remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Night sluts.
Hi, I'm Rob Long here with your weekly animal update. Bonobos are known to be the most social of all of the great apes. Bonobos are also one of the two species we know as the chimpanzee. Bonobo males occasionally engage in various forms of male-to-male genital behavior, which is the non-human analog of frauding engaged in by human males. In one form, two bonobo males hang from a tree limb face-to-face while penis fencing. This also may occur when two males rub their penises together while in the face-to-face position. Another form of genital interaction, known as rump rubbing, occurs to express reconciliation between two males after a conflict, when they stand back to back and rub their scrotal sacs together. On a related note, during the solo podcasts, you can hear Spicy and Pagnasty frauding in the background. Signing off for Pagnasty and Brown, this has been a weekly animal update, as always brought to you by John Jameson and Sons. I'm Rob Long. Go fuck yourself.